We're live. First comment, Pickle. You always are the first. How are you all this evening? My God, I'm picking up on some American. Did I just say y'all? Yep, that just happened. Oh dear. Too many influences. Got the widescreen action tonight. I figured it out. Hey, Tom, not too much. Not too much going on. What about you? Happy man here. Sat down Friday. House is done. Well, almost done. A couple baseboard pieces to put down, and then in approximately 6 weeks, moving will be happening. Super excited to see all the. Super excited to go all the way across Canada. It's going to be quite the adventure, especially with 2 dogs, one of which is a German Shepherd, the other's a Havanese, and 3 cats. It's going to be interesting. Hey, 6%. Hey, Breezy. How are you guys? How's your week going? Or how was your week? The week's over. How are you guys? 6% and Tom, I got the widescreen action here now for whenever we do another one of those epic car guy lives. So I know last time it was tiny, the screen, but I got it figured out now. Hey, Jack stands center blocks. How's it going? How's your eyes? Is it your eyes? Yeah, I think it's your eyes. You got oil in them or something out of a compressor, you were saying? How are ya? How's everybody's week? How's it been? Pickle went widescreen. Yeah, we're widescreen. Dare I call it TV? I don't know. We're big frame now. We're going big. Eyes are a lot better now. Well, that's good. That's good. Could be worse, I suppose. Could be grinder bits or something in there. I know you've had those before. Or like we were talking about last night, because we were over on your stream, the fiberglass pieces, little glass. You know, I know what it's like. Truck caps and everything that are made of fiberglass is wicked. You gotta have a nice pair of leather gloves or something, because it'll go right into your hands. Shoo. Go. Talking to the dog. Let him. Four people. So yeah, got the house done, and I'm happy about that. I mean, like I said, a couple pieces of baseboard, that won't take me about a half an hour to put down. Not even, probably. Thanks for coming on last night. Good to leave work, run home, grab some food, have a crap. Yeah. Yeah, you can, if you need to leave the stream, yeah, just, feel free to go and come back if you like. We're just getting started here. You know, I gotta get all fired up, running on all 8 cylinders here yet. I've been editing between work tasks all day. Yeah, editing takes a long time. I don't have anything to edit right now, but I have edited. Especially longer videos. You'll tune in on the phone. Alright. Cool. I'll throw the link up in there too for joining if anybody wants to. I always forget, but I need to do it now before I forget. Hang on. I remember how to do it. Don't mind the dog. Go let in. And there we go. Link is up. Can you guys see that link? Make sure it's okay. I'm actually being a link. I'm getting better at adding new narrative over audio or the video. Yeah, nothing wrong with that, especially if you're a long video and there's some parts that you want to explain or something. I can understand that. I seen the Necromancer's video on the 68 Ford truck. If you haven't seen it, check it out because it's awesome. He brought a brand new to him, 68 F250. Nice trucks. I love those bump sides. Yeah. Yeah, dent sides are the ones after that. Nice trucks. It would be the one I would get if I could. Go let in, Juno. Probably, I like the 66, the flare side bodies too, so we'll see. I'll end up with one of them. There's a lot of both. The F250s are hard to find though because most are just rotted out beyond repair. They're pretty much like the Chambler, only good for scrap or parting out. Like, if you weren't 6% and is, motivated to take on a big project like that because that's a lot. It is a lot. Yeah, so anyway, feel free, anybody, join in at any point. Doesn't matter when, I'll let you in. I'm getting emails and texts because we're almost at the end of the stream, so sorry if I seem a little bit distracted. There you go. Just respond to him. Now, Pickle. What? Extremely old video. I found the original Facebook post from the day I took the footage. It was November 2013. Oh, geez, that was a long time ago. I was but a youngster then. I wasn't very old then. I don't even know. I'm not doing math on camera, so sorry. I wasn't very old though. I'm probably the youngest one that I know of here. I don't know if you guys know anybody younger. I'm 18, so yeah. I haven't met many 18-year-olds like me, and I often get pointed out because of it. In a good way, though. It's interesting. So Jack Stands Cinderlux, I was meaning to ask you yesterday, and it slipped my mind. What are your what's up with the trucks in your shop and everything? I know the one behind you was the square body. We were talking about that one, but I know you were saying that it's a big garage, like you could fit like semis and everything in it. So you work on semis and other trucks like that, lorries and or whatever you want to call them. Or do you own the shop? I don't know. Wish I owned the shop. Even though I'll only ever have probably one vehicle. So I think. I see what you mean now, everybody who every time I go on a stream, it's like, oh, it's always better when people join. Hey, Hammer Ranch. How are you? How's the Hammer Ranch coming along? I love that Hammer Ranch. It's awesome. I like the name. It's a lot of work and upkeep and, surviving, really, especially if you live off firewood and do all that stuff, which I have. It's a lot of work, but it's very rewarding in the end. and the outcome is very satisfying. Especially if you enjoy the people you're working with. For me, that was, it goes, it's both. It can go both ways, but if you enjoy who you work with and you enjoy the job you're doing, you'll do it. But if you got bad people that don't like to work with each other, and you don't like your job, you're not going to do a great job or anything. But you're not going to enjoy it, basically. You spent the afternoon at the river beach. Cool. We got a river here not too far, and it's you can walk out and it's like knee deep at most, and then there's a massive trench that probably goes, I don't know, 20 feet down, probably more. Goes right out into the Atlantic. It's something to be seen though, because it's awesome for dogs or kids or people, as long as you don't go into that ravine. Hey, John Steele, how are ya? Welcome. Thanks for coming on. 8 people watching. Thank you for coming on. As I already said to a couple people, we're widescreen tonight. No more, tiny phone screen. We're going big tonight. Everything's in frame. And we have white walls. That's a big improvement, don't you think? No more polka dots. I think it looks good. Am I the world's best plasterer? Absolutely not. But it worked out. You're great. You're here. You're a bit shy. Don't be shy. You're part of the pickle gang. No need to be shy. We went today because all. Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. If there's access to some place that's really pretty like that, it's the same thing here too. People are just gonna go there constantly. There's no avoiding it, right? Same thing with fishing. Like if there's easy access, there's gonna be there's no fish there. There's no, it's like, yeah, okay, there's fishing there, but there'll be 10 other guys stood up next to you that you don't even know. Then if you go, if you get off your side by side or you're out of your truck and you walk a mile or a kilometer, and it doesn't take much. It doesn't even have to be that. Nobody will be there. That's the funny thing about it. Especially here, it's really bad here, but it is funny. Hey, does nothing special. How are you? You're socially awkward and you know that pickle. Yeah, but no need to be shy. Nice wall work. Thank you, Hammer. I think if I can do it, anybody can do it. And it needs another coat of paint yet, but you might be able to see some of the streaks in it. The primer I had was just too cheap. Garbage. We are all part of the jar, the pickle gang. Yeah, that thumbnail that 6% put together, that was pretty good. I like that one. I don't even know how the name Pickle came about. That was how I used to be named. It was I had a really old YouTube channel when I was a kid called Life with Joe Pickle. But I didn't really post anything on there. And then I started finding out about this community that I'm in here now and the guys. And next thing you know, I'm starting to make videos and changing my name, and 6% came up with the name. So thanks again for that, because I think it's Picking with Pickle. Super catchy. I like it. I love it. I don't just like it. I love it. Hey, Rescued and Restored. How's it going? How are you? Glad you could drop in. We got 9 people watching. Holy. I can join a little. Are you trying to say a little later? Feel free to join whenever. I can put the link in again if you need to. Welcome, Pickle. What are you welcoming me for? I'm the host. Excuse me. Oh, yes, the chicken coop tutorial. Yeah, exactly. Just silly videos. Hey, Slimo. Morning crew. It's not morning here. It's I'll tell you the exact time. It's 10:16 p.m. here. It's kind of crazy. You wouldn't think it's possible, but dang good. Dang good. Been getting things done. The 7-1 Mustang. That's awesome. That's a cool car. That is a cool car. You know, a lot of people don't like those 71 Mustangs. I like them. I like the body style. I like all Mustangs. I mean, maybe not. A lot of people are gonna hate me for saying this. Maybe not Fox bodies. I don't know. They're okay. Not my. It wouldn't be my choice, but they are cool. If I was gonna have a Mustang, I'd have like either what New Guys Garage got, the 65, or any 65 through 16, 69, and I don't know 78 or 77, I think. Whenever they ended that body style you got, Rescued and Restored. I don't remember what year now. That's when I would pick a Mustang though. And maybe the late 90s too. Those Mustangs are cool. The ones that are like, what do they call them? The Jelly Bean? That's what they call the Ford trucks, but I don't know if that's what the Mustangs are actually called. More rounded look. 73, is that what they ended them? Okay. I thought it would have went on a little bit later than that, because 69 they had the 302 Boss. I don't know if they're all bosses, but they had what they call the man's Mustang. Even though it looks pretty much like the other one, except the headlights are a little bit different. Yeah, I know. I was a kid. Having fun. I like the notch, I just don't fit in them. The notch? What's the notch? Did I miss something? You're at the car club, meet Jackson and $10. Sorry, guys, comments are going by so fast that I can't keep up on them. I'll go ahead and post that link in there again, so it's not at the bottom of the chat. Let me get it in there. There we go. The backyard is a car lot. Yeah, mine will be too before too long. Parts cars. I don't know if nobody's up to speed here at the pickle up to speed with pickle. That's a good name. I have some plans, more than one. Oh, hang on 1 second. I just want to read this comment. I like the notch. I just don't fit in them. Oh yeah, the notch back. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they're pretty tiny too. But see, everything was economy too. They were trying to especially in the '80s. A lot of cars were really ugly in the '80s. I don't know if I could ever own one. Just that's when that was the era of Toyotas. That's what I always say. That's when they started taking over. But anyway, like I was saying, back to what I was saying. Back on track. If you're not up to speed here, I got some plans for the channel, and I'm really excited to execute these plans. Really excited. Hey, LMA, how's it going? How are you? I want to buy an old Ford truck, something from 1960 to in between 1960 to 1975. That's as far as I would want to go. Just want to get some vintage auto. Well, it's my first vehicle. Really just want something cheap, simple, and reliable, if that's possible. I have no idea. I'm going into this blind. I mean, I know my stuff. I know how things work, but I've never had a project vehicle before, nor have I ever wrenched on something that old. So I have no idea what I'm up against here, but it's going to be quite the adventure since we're going to learn together. I hope to inspire and maybe even get some other people my age out there doing it. And if you don't know, I'm 18, so I am not very old. So yeah, I just hope to inspire and other kids and other people to get out there and do it, and just show them if I can do it, you can do it. Because I'm like I said, I have no special training. I have none of that. I have books and the internet. That's what I have on my side. So it's going to be cool. It's going to be fun. And after that, I want to get some sort of ATV too, because I had to sell mine in order to do this move, and I needed the cash. So, but I'll get one back, and I can't wait to do that. So maybe I really would like to have either a 3-wheeler, which I would love. I always wanted a 3-wheeler, or a Honda 4Trax, like a 90. I don't know, like a 94 4Trax. Those things are cool. You got drum brakes and everything. So yeah, you're up to speed with Pickle. All this will be happening in just a matter of weeks. I'm also gonna have the recording of going across Canada. It's a 4,000, actually I think it's a 5,000 kilometer trip from where I am now, which is Newfoundland. So we're gonna be going from Newfoundland all the way to Alberta, which is a long way. So yeah. Hopefully, also I have another plan. I'm full of plans and stuff, but hopefully I can make it the No Names Nationals. That's the plan. Once I move, get the truck, fix the truck up, make it reliable, give it brakes, because everything needs brakes there. It's just, you can't avoid it, which is fine. So yeah. Read the comments. Ah, yes, you're still older than me, old man. Oh yeah. Nope, cleaning on the boat. Been cleaning on the boat? Oh, you got a boat? Or you work on the boats? How's it going? Hey, Dan, or New Guy's Garage. How are you? How's your guys' week going? I don't know if there's 9 people watching here. How's your week been, guys? Thanks for coming into the stream. I appreciate it greatly. It's much, much appreciated. Cruising, LOL, mapping out wiring for something. Ooh, Dan's got some plans too. We'll get 10 people watching now. Just seen it change. Welcome. Wow. I'll be on the lookout for that. Yeah. Move south, brakes last longer. Yeah, I'm sure they do. But the thing about what's special about Alberta is they don't salt the roads here, which is perfect. Like, perfect for me. Because everywhere else in Canada, they heavily salt the roads, especially here, and cars don't last past like 5 years when they got rust holes or like bubbling paint. And that's no good. If you're going to drive something like a 60s Ford or 70s Ford, obviously you don't want it to rust out in 5 years, which they would last longer anyway, but still don't want it. It's not good. So that's one thing I got going for me. That's what really made me want to do this. And also, besides the fact I've always wanted to have an old truck. My dream truck is actually a 56 Ford F100. I love those fenders and everything, but it's impractical. I don't know how well it'd get around, so we'll save that for another time. But once I get some property, like I think, who was it, Hammer Wrench or Rescued and Restored said, the backyard will be the car lot. The shop is going to be bigger than the house. Catch up on the comments here. Bought the wife one. Now I'm stuck cleaning it. She wants it ready for the 4th. Whew. Man, I don't know. Buying a boat? Boats. I don't know. Boats are cool. I don't know. It depends on what kind of boat you got, I guess. That's awesome, but glad you got a boat, but the best kind of boats are the ones owned by friends. You figure out where to put it, you let me know. I immediately had to buy Vaseline the second I hooked it to the truck. Now push button and switch. LNA, I got the button on the shift knob. Oh, I haven't found a good place to put mine. Stock shifter and too cheap to buy the stuff from the steering wheel. You got that nitrous hooked up yet, Dan? Or are you in the process of doing it, or? Slime. Oh, I had my first YouTube troll today. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I haven't had any trolls yet, but I don't have a lot of subscribers yet either. So, nor I don't have the content to deserve subscribers. So, it's I'm not complaining at all. I'm happy with where I am for what I have. Put the house in the shop. Yeah, exactly. Put the house in the shop. Living in a camper, and the shop will be the luxury thing in my life. Hello, Slimo. You'll have many more Slimo best algorithm promoters. Yeah, you got a new kitchen yet, Hammer? LNA's asking, and as well as me. I always wanted to try sailing. Don't think it's my thing though. I like land and cars. And like I said, the best kind of boats are the ones owned by friends. Excuse me. My dad had a 1998 Sierra Express. The thing was mint for its age, but it had its problems. The engine wouldn't idle. I don't know what was wrong with it. I didn't look into it. I was a kid then, but I know that my dad gave up on it pretty quick. Kind of sucks because I think I got scrapped after that, and it's too bad because I think it had a 350 in it, a 350 Chevy or something like that. It was a Chevy engine anyway, Chevy motor. I can't remember what it was. It was carbureted, but it had the electronic. It had a lot of electronics on it too, like electronic choke and everything. So who knows what could have been wrong there. May or may not have a full bottle now. That is inspiring me to wire up the solenoids. Went cabinet shopping today. Couldn't find a matching set of the 13 cabinets. Oh, we got somebody coming in.
What's up, Bickle?
Hey, how's it going?
Not too bad. How are you doing?
Good. Thanks for hopping on.
Yeah.
Need somebody else to talk to.
It does make you go faster. Otherwise, you just feel like you're up there on stage,
Yeah,
dancing for.
just searching for things in the back of my head to talk about. Exactly. I know what you mean.
That's why I started doing those slideshows. At least it gave me something to get interaction with, and it gave me a plan. So I'm not just sitting there going,
I need to learn how to do that kind of stuff because that'd be really beneficial to me.
I use Canva, which is you can get it for free. It's a design program, and you can do a lot of things with it for free. And I ended up doing the paid version just because it's easier for all the stuff. It's real easy for me to do my thumbnails and stuff with.
Cool.
Well, hey, Juan, Steph.
Hey, Juan, how are you?
Theoretically missed her.
Yeah, hello to anybody that I've missed. Comments just keep, they just keep rolling.
That's a good thing, but it does make it kind of funny when you're trying to show it.
Yeah, exactly. And when you're reading something and then you've missed half the conversation, you have no idea what's happening.
Yeah. Do you know how to do the show the comments on the screen?
I do, yeah.
Okay.
Check it out. I'm not a Dan.
I'm learning all these wonderful things and as I'm going through here, so
You're on the hunt for liquid Teflon thread sealer. Why don't you order it on Amazon, Dan?
that would be too easy. Go to a plumbing supply place, Dan.
I bet he's already spent more in gas today looking for it than
No, come on. There'll be another video. I couldn't find this thing.
Yeah, no more videos. Plumbing supply store, LNA says. That's a good idea.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Plumbing supply store. That's where you're gonna find odd stuff like that because it's might not be something that Home Depot would carry.
Or Amazon.
Amazon will have it, but
Oh yeah.
if if you hate online, world, even though you have a YouTube channel, you might want to find local stores that sell stuff.
Don't get me wrong. I like going and supporting local stores too, but it doesn't make sense sometimes.
Well, I have a local hardware store that's Warren Pipe is what it's called, and if no one has it, they normally do. It's like a 95% chance that if you can't find it online or in any other store, they will actually have it. I've only ever gone there once and had them not have something I needed.
Hey,
What's up,
Hey, how's it
Dino?
going?
what's up? Just cruising around.
Oh, and you're not on the metric side of the car. It's another awesome day.
Hey, Guns and Gears, how are you?
Am
How's
I
it
not?
going?
No, you're not.
I'm
Oh my
good.
god, we got more. We got more.
Oh,
Hey, Conduit.
Hey, what's up?
we've been new
Good.
guys.
Oh, we had the same idea.
Yeah, I figured everybody's.
I seen you addressed your conduit in the beginning of your video. I thought it was funny.
We were playing rock paper scissors, of course, and
Yeah.
somehow we don't know how we won, but
Wait, your conduit won in rock paper scissors?
he cheated.
Hmm.
I
Right.
see.
Tom's lost it.
He lost her.
I think Juan's back on the Barbie thing with you guys.
Yeah, he is.
The Barbie.
He was trying to get you to play the Barbie song on one or two live streams that you guys did, and he's back with the Barbie brother. Now he's calling you guys the Barbie brothers. So
Yes,
Well,
Guns and
okay.
Gears, I'm doing good.
Sure, that works.
You know
Back
what?
after years.
I will learn that song specifically for one. Okay.
You
I
do
don't-
that. I'm not putting that much effort into it.
I vaguely remember some of that song. I think it's all like I don't think there's actually an instrument in that song. I think it's all like electronic beats and boops. I don't think it's
Yeah,
actually musical.
I think 6%'s right.
I mean, you could put a guitar in anything. It all has the same. It all has notes, right?
True.
Yeah, I would just
Guitar.
sound even weirder, I think.
I don't know. If anybody can figure out Music Man here can. So
Right.
Maybe I just put a crap ton of distortion on it and
yeah,
Yeah.
crank that amp.
Barbie.
Hey, wait. Yeah, make it into a death metal song. There you go.
Yeah, that'd make Junkyard happy.
Yeah.
It would make Junkyard happy. I've seen the stuff he listens to. He sent it to me, and honestly, it scares me. So
I listen to a lot of the same stuff he does, but I try to have a nice broad range. I won't listen to folk music. I hate that shit. Oh no,
I
I'm sorry.
love
Actually,
folk music.
bluegrass. I absolutely cannot stand bluegrass. Other than that, I like pretty much
What?
Can't. I lived in North Carolina for too long, and it was only about 3 months. It was long enough to develop a severe hatred for bluegrass. So
I mean, I'm not necessarily a giant fan of bluegrass, but I respect the hell out of what those guys can do on an instrument.
the
Oh,
music,
yeah, they're
the instrument
talented.
stuff I like. It's everything else that goes with it I don't like.
I could see that. I if like it, like I pick and choose. Like some of it is okay, and some of it is just way too much.
You guys probably wouldn't like Newfie music then.
I mean, I don't like some polkas. I like, okay, mostly Weird Al polkas, but
Oh yeah, Weird Al. Yeah.
Weird Al Yankovic. Where are you?
Amish Paradise. I know
I
that
am
one.
I'm somewhere. Just parked
You're
in
somewhere.
some parking lot.
Okay, man.
Cool. Yeah.
Just
Great.
Well, I was driving around. Yeah, I went to the auto parts store and looking for my Teflon seal. They didn't have it, so it's
I don't know what Juan's trying to say.
some other place.
Are you looking for thread paste, or what are you actually looking for?
Yeah, like thread. Pay. You don't want to use the actual tape on the nitrous fittings because that can get clogged in the nitrous fittings.
Yeah, it'll disintegrate over time, won't it? Like,
And they don't have Teflon paste at O'Reilly?
This is what I'm trying to tell you, 6%. I can't find a goddamn thing around here. Well,
Oh,
I only
there you
tried
go.
one
Okay.
store. Only tried one store
We
so
don't-
far.
we're not going
There's
video
still
party.
hope.
No more videos.
Still hope.
No, my
We're not
question
I
doing
will
is,
make whatever I want.
you and your videos. You actually, that should be your next shirt. Is don't mind me. I'm just making a video. New Guys Garage.
That could be a shirt.
Because I have a tube of it. It's not gonna do you any good because it's at my house. But I bought it at O'Reilly's or AutoZone.
Yeah.
I'll use it on some of my the coolant, the thermostat neck on the TJs and on the 4 liters. They can be a bitch to seal at the sensor. So I'll use actually tape and paste together to get them to set right because it needs to clock right for the connector. So it's not always as tight as you want it to be, and that seems to do the trick is a combo of both.
Yeah. I didn't think anything of it. I thought I'd just walk in there and grab some, but
That actually surprises me.
You don't have Princess Auto down there?
No, I think from watching Fitzy's, I think Princess Auto is technically like our Harbor Freight. I think unless I'm misremembering, I think he normally says, "I bought this at Princess Auto. You'd buy it at Harbor Freight."
Okay. Because I no matter what day of the week it is, you can walk into Princess Auto. I swear to God, they'll have anything you need.
What are you looking for? Liquid Teflon?
yes.
He's looking for thread paste.
Yeah.
Menards
It's a
or
thread sealer.
Home Depot. Go to Menards or Home Depot.
Yeah, they probably have too.
I would, and then they won't have it either. So I decided I'd just hop on with pickle.
Menards would probably have that.
Tom, can you get an extremely tiny violin so you can play it whenever he's making a video? Just a really, really tiny, like microscopic violin.
You
Yes,
should.
I have the world's smallest violin that I play for every one of Dan's videos.
Okay.
Or what should we say? Videos.
You should really get the world's smallest kazoo and play it. That'd be more.
Oh my God! Well, why is the only thing you can play the kazoo?
I've been practicing. I've been trying to play Puddle Man on a kazoo.
Where are you gonna go?
Coming out okay.
Do you even know what key Puddle Man's in?
I don't have to.
Is he in the key of P?
Yeah.
He's in the key of P for puddle, right?
It's in the key of P.
Technically, I'll tell you something.
What in tarnation is this? Jesus Christ! You see him?
Yeah.
UFO?
No,
It's an accurate.
Super Trooper Pooper or something going over by someone with way too much money on their hands.
An Ultra Glide?
Flying overhead.
Oh, I thought it was a bald eagle.
I thought you were referring to that. I thought you were afraid of that Acura that was in the shot there.
It was just some
Oh, is
dude.
that what that is? It's just a white blob. Is all I can tell. No,
Scott, the ball busting is exceptional.
You might get the steering wheel out of front. No. Yeah, just gonna do with it.
It wouldn't be you in a car without seeing the steering wheel. So
Okay, well,
that's
good.
right.
I'm glad that that's part of the experience.
I like your rap. I do love that style.
the nice grandma wrap from the 70s car store, that's a nice touch on the wheel.
Yeah.
Well, you have to have it. There's no other way to. There's no other way to do this. This is mandatory.
Like literally, our dad did wrapped every one of his steering wheels like that.
There's actually 2 of them on here. There's the old one that's disintegrated, and then the new one on top of it.
Truck isn't like that.
And you never bothered to take the old one off before putting the new one on. You just
No,
that's
no,
good. Little crank
Pickle,
that down.
who are we talking to?
I bet you can probably. Oh yeah, see, look, there's the old one underneath there.
Whatever you're doing is bad.
Don't move that fast.
Right.
You go
Oh,
real bad real quick when you try to move the camera that fast.
yeah.
A million miles.
what?
Yeah. Stop going Mach 10 and try Mach 1.
It goes
I
into
was going
some of the
pretty
film
slow.
and you can't hear what you're saying.
Ah, shit. All right then.
Settle down.
No,
Settle down. Bring her down.
Calm down.
I ain't bringing nothing down. Okay. I'm in a parking lot. There's people everywhere.
And you're talking to yourself. Yeah, they
Yeah.
probably just think you're crazy. So
That's
Oh
okay.
yeah, it's okay.
That's all right. I'll
They already
hand
know this.
I'll hand him a sticker.
Solution to everything.
and they're like currency, man. You just got to hand them out to the right people. It's like giving people cash.
I think I've handed out a total of 1 sticker so far.
To who?
Some rednecks at a gas station.
They probably loved it.
They did. They did.
They slap it right on.
No, but they came in a gaggle of rednecks, so I'm
Gaggle.
sure. Yeah, there was a gaggle of them. Yeah.
Usually you don't see a whole gaggle of them at a time. I mean,
Oh, is that fact?
they like
Yeah.
happened upon a gaggle of rednecks in a field before. That's usually where you catch that many.
Yeah, no, they were at the gas station. That's
Wow.
in Crosby, your gas station, the Holiday.
What are you doing in Crosby?
I was coming to see you, doing a live stream or something.
Oh.
Yeah, this didn't happen today.
Oh, I thought it was today.
No, I've handed out a total of 0 stickers today.
Clearly, you guys have never been where I am because everybody is a redneck. Everybody in your neighbor. There's no avoiding it. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
Plague.
Yeah, rednecks in Minnesota, I think they have to travel in packs for safety. So
We have different levels of redneckness. Like there's that kid who lives in the city but drives a big truck,
Yeah,
wears tight pants.
headliner truck.
Redneck, but he's
Well, that's
really
called a douche where I'm from.
same.
Now, LNA is saying we are not gaggles, bro. We are generally referred to as helpers.
I prefer gaggle.
Do you now?
Yeah.
Have a plural named after me, it would definitely be the same as a crow.
Yeah, Hammer Inch said send him a sticker. He'll take one. He'll throw it on the back of his car.
You know
I
what?
gotta do a video about stickers.
Advertise all these cool guys here.
Do you know what plural crow is?
Yeah.
What?
Do you know what plural of crows is?
Yep.
The plural of crows?
Yes.
Murder.
Like it's in more than one crow. A group
Wouldn't
of
it be-
crows. What's it called?
Wouldn't it be crows?
Yeah.
No.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
wait, I know what it is. It's a murder.
The
Yep.
murder.
Oh, it was a murder.
It's a murder.
That's
Ah.
my.
I see.
hmm You didn't think I was gonna know that.
I didn't think Dan was gonna know it.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Well, it rings a bell now that you said it, but that's not information I just naturally have locked in,
You quit looking at
speed
Doc-
dial. What?
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 Huh? What?
Ah!
Nah.
Stickers.
Getting in closer. You're right up.
No, I was getting into the glove box for my stickers.
Oh, okay.
You keep them in a Ziploc bag. You never. That's fancy.
Well, that's the way they came.
Yeah, that's how they come.
That's
Ah.
how
That's how they come.
I get my stickers the same place he does. They
I
come
know
in
what a
a bag.
murder is. Yeah, I don't know how stickers will come. Oh.
Well,
It does nothing special. Said a murder too.
yep.
That's probably my favorite plural out of any animal.
I have so many questions for that one. Yeah, out of all of them, why a murder? Yeah, I just
Because they kill stuff. Probably.
crows don't kill stuff. They're scavengers.
Yeah,
Oh,
weird things in groups, Pickle.
yeah.
Mm.
If there's a whole group of them together, they'll try to take something out. But other than that, they're mostly scavengers.
I know they like to scavenge my garbage.
Yeah, I
Crows are
can't.
pretty smart. Crows and ravens.
Well, like raccoons. I'm gonna have those. Oh Jesus! I'm gonna have to record a video of me on a fight with a raccoon. I've never had to deal with the little things before, so this should be fun.
Blast him away,
Go
Pickle.
Chillin.
Pickle. That's extremely good content.
Yeah, get in a fist fight with a raccoon. That'll be good for views.
Food.
Hockey stick.
Fight.
Make sure you took a swig of maple syrup right before the fight too.
Pickle. Finish
That's
him.
kind of like Popeye and the spinach, Dan. I take maple syrup and I could pick that car up off the ground.
Now, hold on, real quick.
Yeah.
You're missing a perfectly good opportunity to make a video. I can't lift this. I can't lift this. You go to the fridge, you get the syrup, glug, glug, glug.
Oh god.
There
that's
you go.
easy, but so good. It's so bad. It's good.
That's the point. The stupider it is, the more likely it is to get views on a short. So
Exactly.
I like it. I'm gonna have to do this now.
Make a Popeye.
yeah, you just get like a Superman cape and a little mask and just big M on it or a Canadian flag. I'm Maple Syrup Man.
Oh,
That's
something I
going a
gotta
little
get.
too
I gotta
far.
get
I don't know.
Canadian flags.
Yeah, if
I
the
mean,
first-
I'd be okay with him putting like the plaid hat on, but I don't know about maple syrup, man. That's going a bit extreme.
if the first video works, you got to keep going. So
Wait a minute.
I'm
What
not out there, Dan. I'm up
exactly
here.
is extreme about maple syrup?
What?
What
What?
exactly is
Where are
extreme
we?
about
What?
maple syrup, Dan?
What? What's your question?
I mean, why is maple syrup extreme?
On a bit.
Hold on.
No, maple syrup man. Like him becoming a superhero of maple syrup.
That's not any more ridiculous than Aquaman.
Well, Aquaman's ridiculous too.
Talk to sea creatures. Well, maybe Syrup Man can talk to the foliage. Okay.
Maple syrup man can talk to fucking the syrup trapped in trees.
Blood.
No, he just runs around with those
All he
stick-
hears
this
is
whole
cries for
trees
help.
and
What
just
have you
runs
done?
through the woods with a cape
6%?
on with those maple syrup stickers, just stab it into a tree and go.
I've done that. No, but for real.
There was a 50-50 chance you'd done that. So
On multiple accounts too, because man, I tell you what, you put them taps in them trees sometimes, it's like somebody turning on a faucet.
and Hammer Inch is asking, well, what animal is in Congress? Criminals. That's pretty much what Congress is. So
What animals? Congress?
yeah, criminals, hyenas. I go with hyenas.
Mine,
Hell, they said a Democrat.
most definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
You know that Scar off Lion King? He's probably in Congress somewhere.
Is he that guy that was paralyzed and couldn't talk but still won his race?
Apparently, it's rhinos.
There was
Apparently
a
it's actually
guy.
rhino.
Rhino is a Republican in name only. If you don't know Pickle,
I didn't know.
that's that reference. They're politicking back and forth, but there was a guy. I think it was in Vermont, and he had a stroke before he ran for whatever the hell state, whatever position he was in. And he couldn't talk, and he couldn't interpret words and repeat them like if answer a question, and he still won his race.
You talking
Neither
about
can Joe Biden.
I understand that, but that's basically the fact that Alaska elected a cat as their mayor. It pretty much just tracks. So
It's not as shocking as the last.
Apparently.
one.
the cat has really good approval ratings too? So
I don't doubt it. He's probably the most honest politician in the country. So
What? Oh my god.
I had a stroke or whatever. Fetterman.
I think that might be his name. I can't. I'm trying to avoid politics at all costs anymore. I'm too busy making stupid content.
Yeah,
for
it's the same with me. I have no time for Justin Trudeau and his
They're just until
his nonsense. You know, I don't have time to watch Joe Biden fall down every flight of steps. So
no. If you want to
You
have
gotta
a
spend a
laugh,
lot of time watching that.
there's
yeah,
a,
you do because he does it on every flight of steps.
there's a representative in Georgia. I can't remember his name, but he asked a serious question one time. He asked a military official if they had too many people on the island of Guam, if it would tip over. I shit you not. It's real. It's on YouTube. I think his name is
Wow.
something Johnson, Hank Johnson, or something like that. And he literally asked someone, if we have too many people on one side of the island of Guam, will the island tip over? And they've re-elected him like 4 times since then.
What was the answer? Was the answer yes?
Yeah, what was the answer?
The answer was a dumb fuck look. Like, what did you? How do I even answer that? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard anybody ask me in my entire life.
Well, I mean, it's Guam. It could sink at any moment, really.
Yes, but tipping, yeah, it's not a boat.
He thinks it's gonna capsize and go right
Yeah,
over.
it's like, apparently cartoon physics was what he graduated college from or something. I don't really know.
He never went geography class or even.
No, he got his diploma from clown college. I'm not real sure.
He probably went to Harvard. Actually, that's where most of the.
Oh, that's where all those kind of people come from. Oh yeah, the big shots come from.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think his name is Hank Johnson. I'll find it and I'll throw it in Discord or something because it's hard to believe, and they keep reelecting him. It's like, oh god.
I like that DeSantis sent a bunch of the migrants up north.
So you remember how I mentioned the town of
That is
Dildo
fair.
before here in Newfoundland?
Often.
Yeah.
Yes, you mentioned on every live stream. Yes.
Did you know? I think it's Jimmy Fallon. He is the
Head dildo.
No. He is the mayor, honorary mayor of Dildo.
The honorary mayor.
That tracks.
That's good.
Yep, he is. He's the one. He put a sign. You know the Hollywood sign with the white letters? Yeah, there's one in
Yes,
Dildo
I'm familiar
that literally
with
says Dildo.
Good.
It's better than it being a cutout of a dildo on the side of a mountain. So
Oh, there's a dildo hanging from the sign. Don't worry, they thought of that.
okay.
What's its well, I guess no, never mind. I don't want to know the answer to it.
No, brother.
Yeah.
Hello, memories.
Probably
You have a new customer on the Pickle channel named Memories. So
Hey, Memories, how's it going?
What up, memories?
She was the one who was on your guys' stream before, wasn't she?
Yes.
She was the one who was saying Le Conduit is
Or
sure.
Oh
The
god,
Conduit live stream, yeah.
Yeah.
I've streamed that was somehow private.
Yeah, 'cause she's in France, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
So
I
Maybe
saw
you
that.
should start your own live streams then, huh? You're already editing your own videos now.
Well, yeah. Then eventually I'd get there, and now I'm eventually here.
Are you
No,
actually
LA, that's not what I was gonna ask.
are you actually going to be live tomorrow, or are you just going to run it silent so nobody
Yes,
can
it is
find?
funny.
We posted links, or we posted community posts. Did you not read them?
I have it on notification because apparently, even if I have all of you on notification, like for all, I only see it if I go to the main page, and then it's like magically there's your friend doing something. It's like, oh, thanks for telling me, you pack of butter.
Yeah, I get that to me. I know Tom put out the live stream thing, like where it tells you the countdown for it.
Jeez,
So it doesn't work sometimes.
why am I inside a tiny little box?
Excuse me.
Because is your phone like this or like this?
The only time I ever, I thought everybody else was gonna put it like this, so then I put it like this.
No, you got to turn it.
When
Onto its
have we
side.
ever put it like that?
Only
Name
you.
one live stream we've ever had it like that.
I've had it like that. Well, the first time I had it like that, right? And then you don't film anything like that. Film it sideways. So that's why I just started filming everything I do sideways.
Yeah, but no, a short is vertical.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shorts like this.
The other videos are sideways.
That would have been nice to know. I didn't know that.
I've told you this.
You need a screensaver of your dogs.
Look at that.
It's the first time I've understood what you were saying, I guess.
It's bad that I have a screensaver of somebody else's truck on my phone, or
I took the poster for The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly and put my dogs in it.
that's cool. I like that. That's
Work with the rest too, but there's more of it.
Nice angle from the car is cool for a live. That's what Memory's just saying, Dan.
No, well, thanks.
Don't worry,
Yeah,
Memories. When
I
I get
kind
to
of
do this
almost
truck,
wish the
I'm gonna
steering
sleep
wheel
in the
wasn't in
damn
the way.
thing. I
but-
tell you what, it is not gonna be. There's not gonna be a section of it that won't be caressed. Every live stream shall be from the cab of that
Hammer
truck.
Sorry, Tom. Hammer is saying you like portraits.
What?
You like portraits instead of this. You like portraits.
I like however I will fit the screen the best, I guess.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think there's a preference. It's just like, oh, camera.
I don't know why I thought like everybody would have it this way, but some reason I did. I must have got ports in this mixed up.
I think mine that way too, though. So
Yeah.
I only just now did this.
Hey, Pickle, can you put up LNA's comment? Because he's gunning for Tom. He's
For me or for Tom? Which one are you saying? Tom doesn't let anyone on his live stream stand. Well, it's because we can't use StreamYard. That's the point. We can't use StreamYard.
The one time
But the audio quality isn't good enough. Pickle.
Oh.
And the whole live stream crashed.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it was him who crashed
to get
it.
people in, but then we figured out that the audio quality on StreamYard is crap. If you want to like, because I want to play guitar on my lives.
Yeah.
And like, just the guitar wasn't even showing up some cases, and if it did, like crap.
So.
Hey, Jim's Fastback Garage.
Hey, yeah, Jim.
But
Hey.
Fun fact: we are going to try to get somebody in on this next live tomorrow. So
your kids don't count as special guests. You know that, right?
It'll be another screened person.
Someone else's kid doesn't count either. I'm sorry.
Who?
Yeah, exactly. God.
Your kid or your kid doesn't count as a special guest star. Sorry.
Right.
I wasn't gonna have my daughter as a special guest.
Elena says, I understand, just giving you shit.
Well, I mean, she's special too.
Hammer Wrench says grilling meat doesn't count.
Here you go.
What's wrong with grilling meat?
That pig was alive yesterday.
Getting shot by B&R doesn't count.
Hey, he's a good shot. You gotta give him that. Not too many people who can hit someone 5 miles away.
See, he was
every time.
And from 5 miles away. That bullet never came near me.
No, accuracy really was.
I think he's just afraid of me. And he's willing to fight with you. And beat you, apparently.
Well, actually, he didn't clean up the mess. He knew you were certified for it, so he figured he couldn't kill you. He needed somebody to do the dirty work.
Hey, I told him too. $200.
Elena says got smoked by him too.
I know it.
It was that supercharged racing bicycle card he put in there. And
yeah, he had a card in his spokes. I had no chance.
That was all
card and spokes, yeah. Once you have that, that's an instant, 200, 300 horsepower right there.
That thing had a cam in it, sounded like.
Oh, yeah.
In all reality, he probably had nitro in his tires, nitrogen, but still.
Yep. Boppity. Yep, that's what that was.
I don't know if he had anything in his tires. His tires were going pretty quick. They might have exploded at that rate.
See, he accelerated so quickly that he actually had to have his tires a little bit deflated, a little flat on the starting line, because the heat generated would puff him up by the end of the line. See.
Okay.
Actually, all the panels on that bike were loose because they stretched from the friction during the event of the race.
You ever think maybe it was just electric?
No, it wasn't electric. Trust me.
It said it at 10 speeds.
Wow. He wasn't kidding.
Dave was powered by his own
Fancy
self-worth.
You have a
Thing's got more
rematch.
gears than your car.
It does, yeah. I got three.
What is that, a 4-speed or a 3-speed?
Three. I wish it was 4-speed.
LNA is asking a serious question for Dan for a change, so you might want to throw that up there.
Oh God. Do you still have the armrest? If so, does it have driver or passenger? Just the armrests? Yeah. Yeah, I got both of them. Mint condition too.
There's armrests in those things? I didn't know that.
Well, there is, yeah. I mean, I could show you if. Okay, let's attempt to not.
Easy.
Slowly.
Okay.
Careful, SpongeBob.
Can you see arm rest?
The booster seat one or the car one?
Yeah, exactly.
The car one.
Are you sitting on a booster seat or?
Yeah. Dan's only actually like 5 foot tall. He's got a booster seat on his chair too.
I'm taller than him. Yes. In reality, I'm probably the shortest one here.
I'm only 6 foot tall now, so.
Only 6 foot tall, he says. Oh,
I used to be 6'2"
6 foot tall?
fractures.
I'm only 5'9" or something.
Oh, you're taller than me. I'm only 5'7".
Like 5'10".
Yeah, you're all
Still got room to grow.
Yeah, they grow them short in Newfoundland.
They do. We're not tall people. No, we're all this height. Women are super tiny, and men are, slightly bigger, but we're all pretty tiny.
Like the Hobbit? Is that where the Hobbiton actually is from the Lord of the Rings? Is in Newfoundland?
Probably. Who knows?
LNA was saying he was curious because his car only has a driver's side armrest.
Oh. Well, you should find the passenger side and install it.
That's so cool. Like, man, Mustangs are awesome. The more I learn about them, the more I want one.
Well, don't get too excited, Pickle. Let's face it, the armrest is not barely even functional, really. I mean,
that's what the door is for with the window.
That's what the door is for.
Well, it has a handle on it, so you basically just use that to close the door, right?
Oh no, I use the door handle to close the door.
5'5",
Okay.
maybe. Well, yeah, you're shorter than me, but not by much.
Is everybody that's going to No Name like 5'8"? Is that?
Well, these three are giants compared to me, so I mean.
5'11", depending on what gas station I'm walking out of.
Yeah.
Didn't know it was missing one hint why I asked.
Oh.
I would have never guessed either. I would have just been like, oh, that's factory.
Well, technically, okay, here we go.
You might have had to buy one.
Oh, here we go. Technically, that passenger side mirror, somebody added that because they never came with a passenger side mirror.
You don't need those. That's not important.
Are you down
Oh,
behind?
I have it. What?
Are you down behind the Best Buy?
No. I'm over by the movie theater.
Oh,
It's like, where's Waldo the Dan edition?
Pretty much. Is it supposed to rain today, Tom? Is it?
LNA
It's
says
clouding
he
up.
pretty much gets branded too if he puts his arm on the door.
like tonight.
No, the passenger mirror is more important than the driver's mirror for passing and stuff, Pickle.
Yeah, I know.
The
I know, I
car
tried.
never came with a passenger side mirror. And actually, that passenger side mirror is useless because it just flops around. There's no rigidity to it.
Well,
I mean, I could put it in place and then it would just.
That's your fault for not maintaining the mirror, but that's not the mirror. The mirror is 45 years old. It's it's gonna.
Well, to be fair,
that mirror is not 45 years old. Like I said, they never came with a passenger side mirror. That was added at some point.
Oh, I bet you it was an
Randy,
option.
how are you?
I don't know.
Like
I don't
old
know if
cars,
they have
1990s era Chrysler LeBarons? LeBaron?
Can you really call a 1990s car old, though?
I always feel that way too, but in reality, a 1990s car is
it's 33 years old now.
Yeah.
Technically, at least in Michigan, a car has to be 25 years old to qualify as a classic to get a special plate or anything. So,
Well, I
That's
wanted to ask you that, Dan. I tried asking professionals, but I couldn't get a good opinion or a good answer.
professionals?
So-
What?
You have registration on that car, obviously, and you have insurance. But if you wanted to drive that old car year round, it wouldn't be would it be a problem to have insured year round?
Wait, what? To have it insured year round?
Yeah,
Do you-
because some people just have like just for the summer you have the insurance and then that's it. Your car you can't drive the car anymore.
No, I have mine year round, even though I only drive it in the summer.
Oh, okay.
But literally, my insurance is like $20 for full coverage for the car. So
What?
yeah, I have really good insurance. I don't even know how I got it.
Well, I've heard that old cars like that one are a lot cheaper to insure anyway, like a lot cheaper. So
Like together, both this car and my daily driver, full coverage, $80, 2 vehicles.
wow.
Yeah,
That's
don't move
good.
to Michigan. Michigan is horrible for insurance. That's the biggest problem.
What do you pay for your vehicle?
The van? I don't know.
I don't know. I just have it.
Probably don't.
Well, that's cool. I didn't know if it was possible. Everybody kept, no, give me all that, and that was making me nervous.
I put
Just a car, pickle. Like no, it's no different than any other car. I
I
mean, really,
didn't know because they don't have. Well, like you just said, it didn't even come with a passenger side mirror, so I didn't know if it was possible to because safety,
well,
how
seatbelts were even optional in these things.
Yeah.
And technically, if it didn't come with seatbelts, you don't have to wear seatbelts. They don't mandate you to get seatbelts.
Really?
So yeah, no.
And technically, in most states, you don't have to even wear them if you're in the back seat, even though you're kind of stupid not to. But...
Well, there is
Wow,
no
that's crazy.
there
I
are
didn't
no
know.
seatbelts back there.
No, I know, but even in a modern car, you don't have to. At least in
Yeah.
Michigan, you don't have to wear seatbelts in the back.
LNA says his okay, so I didn't know if it was gonna be a problem or not. I figured I'd ask Dan. He's the professional.
Well, technically, I mean, even like this car used to have collector plates on it, literally the entire time we've owned it, up until just recently when the title transferred to me. Because during the title transfer, they made me get new plates, and it was just cheaper to get actual regular plates and registration at the time than the collector
Got
plate.
another guy coming in.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
But yeah, we've driven this thing all over the place with
guys.
collector plates on it.
how's it going?
Hey,
We'll show y'all around the garage here real quick.
All right. Change the layout.
Got the oval window
describe me.
Volkswagen.
You gonna figure this out, Pickle?
I got
Got
it.
Car McGee over here.
Ooh, a bug.
72
I love
Beetle.
those.
just don't hit the red button, Pickle.
Ooh, a
Volkswagen
thing.
thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what
OG.
that is.
Volkswagen Roadster
Oh,
Nice.
cool. Nice. Yeah, exactly. Nice.
and an orange dune buggy.
Dune bug.
Awesome.
Cool.
That
Dune
is
buggies.
awesome.
All right, I'm gonna
Does
hop back off. I just thought I'd show you guys around real quick.
All right, take care.
I just have storage insurance on my TJ that I don't drive in the winter, so it has full coverage, but I can't drive it. So if like the house fell on it, it's fully covered. If I drive it out of the driveway, it's not. So it's super cheap that way.
Yeah, that's why I was concerned because I didn't know if there were some rules or regulations. I know they're different everywhere, but if you guys can do it, it's most likely I can do it too. So
Yeah, I mean, mine's so cheap, it's just not even worth flipping, flopping it around.
And so Michigan is horrible for insurance. My insurance here is about 30% higher than every other state. And if you happen to live in Detroit, you get royally screwed. It's about 55 to 60% more than everybody else because of risk.
shagging wagons, that's what you call them, eh?
Yeah, it'd be a van. I don't know what it would be in Slimo land, but it'd be a van here.
He calls them, shagging wagons and sin bins and root utes. Yep.
You've
Elliot
had,
said that's what
you've
I
had a
need
few
from
vans
Make
in
the
your
Trip.
day.
You got a what?
I said you've had a few vans in your day. Back
Oh,
when
yeah.
you were, rock band.
Did some sin bins.
I had this Ford Econoline that had a back seat that you pushed a button and fell down into a bed. That was nice. Had curtains inside, like mood lights,
Well, I guess hence sin bin, huh?
and I just filled it full of equipment and drove places with it.
Yeah, those vans are either for making babies or transporting babies. They keep them
Yeah,
there
one of the two.
years.
Yeah, both sometimes.
I drove around with my guitar in that thing. That was my baby.
Mm-hmm. And the seatbelt in the back.
Now I got
Yeah.
kids.
Now he's got kids. Yeah, that's what happens when you buy the van, I guess, huh?
Now I got rid of the van. Well, the van had a V8 in it, which, I mean, literally got maybe 3 miles to the gallon.
Well, what year was the thing then? Because that must have been an older van for sure.
Probably 98.
Yeah. Well, they got the twin turbo stuff now in them.
Then gas started going up, and then I was like, I can't even afford to drive to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is bad. It was bad, yeah. Well, it is bad now, actually. There's no saying that it was bad. It's bad.
Yeah. $4 a gallon for this thing.
Yeah, well, you're putting non-ethanol in, right?
What?
Or are you put?
No,
What are
pickle.
you
Come on,
running?
it's bad.
That is the biggest fucking gimmick you've ever come up with. Is non-ethanol. They spend more money on something that doesn't get you any more anything.
Well, it's for emissions. It's not because it's your vehicle will be better on gas.
No, it's because mixing ethanol and gas makes it super cheap for them to produce it. It's nothing about emissions.
Really, I
Ethanol-
was always told it was emissions. Wow.
No, it's cheaper. Yeah, they supplement it for the octane essentially.
The ethanol blends can rot hoses. That's your biggest risk with ethanol fuel.
Old hoses, not new hoses. Nothing in the past.
That's why they sell
years.
hose specifically for ethanol fuel, because it'll gum up and shit up the other stuff if you let it sit too long.
Wow.
I never had a problem, I guess. I don't know. It just seems like the biggest gimmick in the world.
Luckiest human being on the planet.
Yeah,
no,
right there.
I'm starting to think that you're just the unluckiest human being on the planet, 6%. Because everything bad seems to happen to you.
My last name is Murphy, hence bad shit happens. But
yeah, I'm starting to think it's not my luck. It's just your unluck at this point.
The things that I'm saying to you are not wives' tales. It's a commonly known thing. These things happen, especially if you let a car sit and all their hoses. It gums up and goos up hosing. That's not abnormal. That's why they make hoses, just to prevent that shit.
Our last name is Niles, and he cries a lot of so.
He cries you a river?
Especially when I can't find shit that I need, yes.
Yeah, I know. You cry us all a river when you can't find shit.
Yes. Pisses me right off.
Yes. I don't, but even though I have some bad things happen to me, I don't make videos about it all the time. So
you see, you're not profiting off of the bad fortune then.
No, I don't
want
I guess technically. I don't want to be in the circle of bullshit where it's just bad stuff all the time. Yeah, stuff happens, you move on.
Well, yeah, but you can at least make a video and profit off it.
I do. In response to your pity, I make a non-video
fuel and his videos. So.
I make a non-video video in response to your video.
Yeah, see, it all works out. What was that?
But you know something though, Dan? We were just talking about how the fuel lines come up. Most of the lines in that car are probably steel anyway, hard lines. Other than what come up to the motor, that would be about it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you wouldn't have a problem with them anyway.
What I'm saying. The biggest fucking gimmick of the you spend more money for what?
Well, I'm glad we're making people laugh.
It's not a gimmick, Dan. It actually does happen. Like, there's a reason people don't run it in
does.
small engines. There's a reason people don't store it in small engines. I've seen it. I've fixed 2 generators and a couple other small engine things for my friends that left fucking ethanol fuel and stuff, and it rots it.
Yeah.
So
Same
whose
thing
fault
with
is that? Is that
that,
the fuel's fault or the guy's fault for leaving the damn thing full of fuel for that long?
It's double, but inherently, if you had regular gas, it would just turn the varnish, and regular gas.
If you run E85 and you let it sit forever, it's going to collect water. Whose fault is that? The E85 or your fault?
Appreciate it, Ken.
You can't be
And thank you,
shifting the
Eleanor, for
blame
sharing.
here.
It's double-sided, especially
It's
if
not
people
double-sided. It's
yeah, but Dan, you're also not taking into account that a lot of people don't know that there is that what happened to gas, what changed, and what the new fuels can do and don't do. If they grew up with regular gas and they could leave stuff in it and it would be fine for a year, and now they can't, if they don't know any better, it's not just black and white all the time.
Ignorance is not a valid excuse.
I remember you said that. I will remember you
I
said
ain't
that.
settling nothing. I'm just stating facts. Okay? Is that okay? You do that on your live stream, Pickle?
But 6%'s right, okay? The old Honda generator that was my grandfather's, I cleaned out the carburetor in the thing, and it was disgusting, okay? It was like somebody had threw bubble gum in there, and it just rotted and turned into, like, this goo, this black, disgusting goo. Varnish, yeah, basically.
No, we pissed him off. He's driving away.
You're gonna drive faster than that if you want to get away from this live stream.
Yeah.
I might be
See you,
thinking like the
Dan.
Titanic soon if you catch my drift.
What happened? The Titanic's just sunk?
No, I'm saying I might sink like the Titanic soon.
Oh, his phone's dying.
Oh,
The phone battery's almost dead.
Oh, so he's gonna turn sideways in 3, 2, 1.
No, I'm gonna make it. I'll make it.
he's gonna make it.
You gotta
All right,
wait.
let's take bets, everybody. I got $5 on vertical van. Give me $5. Come on, $5 on vertical van. Oh,
Oh,
There he goes.
oh, oh, wait. He's not done.
Why don't I just put you on silent for a second, huh?
Wait, you can't talk and put us on silent. I don't know
Yeah.
what you said.
you're supposed to put him on silent, not the other way around. That's not a show.
Mustangs didn't come with 12-volt ports either. No, apparently not.
No, that would be something he didn't maintain, probably, Pickle.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't even know that charging crap.
Cigarettes in the 60s.
They must have had them because cigarette lighters.
Exactly.
It's the same thing.
I guarantee there's one in that car there somewhere.
Yeah.
At least one.
He probably took it out because it made the car go thousandths of a second faster. So
Yeah, I gotta get some of that weight.
Weight reduction. Because the cigarette lighter does so much,
I Dan just ripping everything out and having buckets in there. So
yeah, you would
weight
do
reduction.
it.
well, he goes so far as like milk crates because you don't need a backrest. That's that newfangled technology.
Yeah, exactly.
The backgrounds are pretty irrelevant.
Yeah. See,
yeah, see.
Well, really, I lean forward the whole time. I've never leaned up against the backrest anyway.
Until you floor it and find out the backrest ain't there, and then
Yeah, it's non-existent. You go tits up.
yeah, then he's in the back seat. He doesn't have any seatbelt. It's not like he's gonna hold something in there. So
Well, I ain't wearing a seatbelt either.
he's just
How bad? Can you hear the car really bad? Is
No,
that annoying? Okay,
No.
good.
No, we
all
got
we can
14
really hear is you
people watching.
screaming.
That is probably the most I've ever had on a stream. So thank you. That is awesome. And hello, Envious Creations Car
Hey,
Club.
yes, what's up, man?
You got a C10 shirt? That's cool. Those are cool trucks.
Nice. Slimo's saying he uses man fuel.
Man fuel?
It's a European thing. It's
like something
like
weird.
elf gas. When I was in
98
Japan, when they'd prep the engines to go run in Europe, they'd have to run elf gas, and it was like 83 octane. It was absolutely garbage. The cars wouldn't run on it right because you're talking about like 700-800 horsepower race engines, and they'd be
Yeah,
choked
exactly.
by this garbage fuel. It was you could always tell when they were running the dyno because it just did not sound right.
Oh. So I saw a movie last night. Violent Night.
Oh, is that
Violent
the
Night.
Santa Claus one?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was so good. So good.
Isn't that a Christmas movie?
Well, kind of, yeah. I mean,
It's like Santa's like Schwarzenegger, for lack of a better description. Like
I mean, he's more human than like you would imagine. You'd think it was just this guy going around beating people up, but no, he gets the crap kicked out of him. Like they make him like more human-esque, so it's really funny.
Well, I guess I'll have to check it out when the time is right.
Well, yeah,
June.
yeah, wait until next Christmas when you forget it exists. Yeah, that's
yeah, exactly. My favorite Christmas movie is The Griswolds Family Christmas Vacation. That one is the one that I watch. It's kind of like my tradition. Okay, every year I watch it Christmas Eve.
I like when he kidnaps his boss. It's like, yeah, Clark,
Yeah.
best present of all.
we pulled more shit in that movie at Christmas, at family Christmas stuff. We'd all stand up for the Pledge of Allegiance instead of saying the prayer and all kinds of whatever we could manage to pull from that movie, we'd do it.
Oh man, I like when he went on that rampage and he was like dickless, hopeless, heartless, brainless.
Sack of monkey shit he is.
Yeah, I need that on a shirt.
It feels like we're in a weird music video where there's Dan driving in the background and we're just like the guys in the band singing in the background as the main guys driving.
Need some elevator music, Tom.
Yeah.
Hey, Shopcat.
Hey,
How
Shopcat.
goes it? How goes it, buddy?
So there's these two Canadians on this Canadian stream. He's got a sort of fast car. He's got a ticket to anywhere.
What's the conversation going on?
You know, in a funny way, Dan's living on his dumb fantasies from Fast and Furious.
He's getting into it now. There's another crack on that gas pedal now.
Yeah.
Someone's got a lead foot.
Oh, since Dan can't do it, I guess.
Can you play the final countdown for him to see if he gets back to the house in time?
Oh, damn it. I don't have long hair anymore.
I don't know the final. I wish it's the perfect.
It's not going to work out because I'm going to. It's.
The key part.
Who's EC? EC.
Probably East Coast Ken.
Oh, yeah. At least someone's got a brain here.
It works sometimes.
If you know more things, you have to do more things, people. Just remember that.
Is that like
that's a good way of putting it? That's a very unionized way of establishing that statement. That sounds like, are you sure you don't work at a Big 3 assembly plant in Michigan somewhere?
No, just construction for a while.
Oh yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing now. I built this place, so
Yeah, hourly. I get paid hourly.
yeah, I got paid hourly with potato chips and Coke. So
Cocaine or cocaine or Coca-Cola?
I don't know. You pick.
You might work faster on the other Coke. You know,
Yeah, probably. You want to see me with a nail gun then?
Pickle got the whole house redone. He got the shed built, and he got the driveway mowed.
It's
And
all sideways, but it's still up.
No, it's one of those. It was designed that way. It's one of them fancy houses.
It's that nouveau riche technology.
Yeah.
he didn't have a level with him, so everything is exactly 30% weird.
Oh, that's right. Dan doesn't have power
That's
steering.
22.5 degrees.
I forgot Dan doesn't have power steering because I just saw him do this about 65 times to turn one direction and 65 times the other way.
Well, if you had power steering, let's face it, there wouldn't be any fluid left in it.
That's true.
I'm back.
Will he make it?
Oh,
Ellie says, and it fell
I'll make
apart in an hour.
Will he make it?
Surely I'll make it.
He
Yeah,
hasn't
this
made it yet. He's
garage
probably
is
getting
very
trapped in the
small.
garage.
Oh, yeah.
Do-do-do-do-do.
What I missed?
You just drove.
I couldn't hear anything during
You
that
just
whole
drove
time.
like a bat out of hell. Now you're walking nonchalant like it ain't no big deal. It's like what?
Making my way downtown.
Well, that's why I drove fast, so I don't have to walk fast. See?
He drove fast, ladies and gentlemen, so he didn't have to walk fast.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
priorities.
Yeah. There's a Dan logic.
It's all done before lunch. Yes.
Okay. Now I need a phone charger. Well,
And 3,
I'll
2,
do-
1, vertical.
Oh
no. Pulling a witty. Pulling a witty.
Oh,
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 he even muted himself.
dang! He knows how to do
is
that.
he going to reappear with a small redheaded child if he's pulling away?
He knows how to do that. That's a wow. Literally a music video. Yes, it is.
Will he make it?
No.
If he just all of a sudden disappears, I don't think he made it.
Yeah. So Shopguy's saying he found the hidden comments section on his channel. Didn't know there was such a thing.
Yeah, is that why you took like a month to respond to my comment? I noticed. Not that I
What?
thought it was funny because a lot of people won't respond to
What?
comments anyway. But
I
did think it was a little
you can-
odd.
I believe you can set up your channel to hold offensive comments or what YouTube considers offensive, but I don't know where they go. So apparently, hey, Shopguy, where do they go?
Why they do that? Show
I
me.
think it's defaulted that way.
I know if you go into the studio, you can look at all the comments that you've missed or read. That's how I do them because if you have a lot of videos, well, it's the only way to keep up on them.
I'm looking at stuff in the studio. Like there's one comment that'll pop up, but it won't pop up in the comments. But it'll,
Yeah, I don't know. I had one. I had one on my channel I couldn't see in a video the other day, and I tried to figure out what was going on. But I don't know. I don't know where this magical place is.
all of a sudden little people appeared behind him.
Little redheaded people.
It's possible.
It is possible.
He could be
Said, I
born.
drove to the left. I drove to the hospital with my left foot on the accelerator pedal when I stepped on a sea urchin. Well, that was quite the trip.
That is a painful ordeal, I hear. Never
Nah,
done.
for him it was like,
Yeah,
right, mate, I'm all right.
he probably picked up a poisonous spider and killed the urchin with it. So
I just
Yeah,
fucked
exactly.
a wallaby.
Fiona,
Yeah, he's an Aussie. No worries, mate. My foot's definitely not bleeding all over the place. It's
I'm
fine.
back. I made it.
Crikey.
Yeah.
So what I missed?
Looked like
Piss on it, maybe.
you drink.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
I found this mystical place that Shopgat's talking about. They held a comment that
mystical
said
place.
"nice looking dogs" on one of my videos. Didn't say anything else. Just said nice looking dogs on a dog video. Apparently, that's somehow offensive.
Wait, there's a
I
hidden
just tell
place?
YouTube to allow all
Yeah,
comments because I don't
Shopcat was
care.
just talking about it.
Where is
How do
this?
you access this hidden place?
That was a pretty quick.
Well, unfortunately, if you go into the studio and then you go into the sidebar where it has all the options and you pick comments, it'll have published comments and then it'll have another section called held for review.
It will, yeah.
That's probably not on the mobile device, is it?
It might not
It
be.
is, but just be sure when you upload your videos, just let them have all the comments because you're gonna get bad comments anyway. So what difference does it make?
I don't care about that. I just don't want anybody saying something extremely stupid or offensive. Other than I don't care what you say, just don't be an idiot, don't be a racist, don't be a douche.
Yeah, exactly. But people are gonna do that anyway, so I just ignore them or delete the comment. So that's all you can do, right? Move past it. I guess if you put yourself out there, you're gonna have hate. Really that simple,
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah, did
We
you cook
can
the
all
sea
get
urchin after?
strange stalkers trying to shoot us, though. That's very much a Dan thing.
What?
I'm sure the piss probably added extra flavor to it.
I said we can't all get strange stalkers threatening to shoot us. That's a you thing.
Oh, yeah. You're not trying hard enough, really, is the problem.
I don't. This is baggage. I don't want to take that trip. I didn't buy that luggage.
For you.
Oh, Tom's got a special guest.
Yep, and it's not Conduit.
Nope. Well, he's got two special guests then, if you look at it that way, yeah.
Well, Conduit's always there. You know, it's rain or shine. There's Conduit.
One guy called me a moron. One guy called me an ass. Of course, you're sick, dumb ass. You're what? You're dumb as a box
Yeah.
of rocks.
That's the first time I've ever seen a normal human being reference the sick in quotations in a something said. I've only ever seen that written
Yeah.
by like journalists. Not
Yeah.
Can't see it.
I.
I have
Turns out that because I didn't identify the reflectors, I'm gay. So it says Steven from the internet. That was an awkward combo with the wife and 3 kids. LMAO. I bet it was.
this.
well, you know, and the internet's always right, Shopcat. So you're just gonna have to accept it and move to San Francisco or something now. So
Yeah, exactly.
or whatever the San Francisco equivalent is in Canada.
And right.
Probably where Pickle's moving. That's probably that. So
No, there's no beaches or ocean there. Well, I don't know. Wait.
Kind of tired.
Well, probably BC would be where like paradise for a Canadian, but BC stands for bring cash, so not really. It stands for British Columbia, but it's expensive to live there. So
I thought it was by crikey.
No, I want you to get used to sleeping.
could be.
Well, it's actually.
So you didn't actually have to charge your phone. You just wanted a drink. Is that what we're going with, Dan?
No, I
Yeah.
had to charge my phone, but then I, realized I wanted a drink. So
It's cocktail. Yeah, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. So
yeah,
That's gonna.
Might as well grab a bud and hit the target there, Shopcat. And LMAO, San Fran, here I come, or Calgary. I come to Calgary. I'm going there. We can meet up. I think the necromancer said something about wanting to go to Tim Hortons too. So we'll have to. That'll make a good video.
I still think that's funny. There's a Tim Hortons 5 minutes from me. So
I know. I can't. You're like the only one though. Every time I say like, "Oh, Tim Hortons, guys, you ever have it?"
Yeah, a minute. No.
we used to have a Tim Hortons, but it was so terrible they had to close.
Oh yeah.
that's where they're not.
Yeah.
a lot-
The problem was it didn't have an American. It wasn't American enough for you, Dan. That's
Well,
the
no,
problem.
Well, the funny thing is, the only ones that closed here was Tim Hortons and Wendy's had joint restaurants. Like it'd be a 2 drive-through restaurant. One side was Wendy's, one side was Tim Hortons, and those went real quick.
Yeah, they go like that here too. People don't like that stuff for some reason.
Well, every time I go to that Tim Hortons, because it was new, right? So I go
Yeah.
there, and every time I'd order, it's just like, hey, okay, I'll take that. Oh, we don't have that. Oh, okay. Well, do you have this? No. We
Yeah,
don't
that's called
get
half
that
of Tim
either.
Hortons. That's not the real experience. That we've got that here too, and they suck.
Well,
Yeah.
if you got that there too, I would say that's the real experience, isn't it?
No, I mean like half a Tim Hortons experience. Like there's
I-
always those workers that are like, no.
I've never had any
No.
trouble with them here. I don't eat much fast food out anymore. Do you guys have Sonics in Minnesota? We've got them sporadically
Down
here.
south we do.
Is
We have
Minnesota
an
like a
A&W.
remote island or something? I swear to
A&W.
God, like what do you guys have?
We have
I'm
a
gonna-
McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, well, not really an A&W anymore.
Yeah, we used to have A&Ws. They're not here anymore, at least that I know of. And what
Is the
about
one in Nisswa even still open?
Yeah.
Are they? I thought they closed.
I'm gonna go tuck my daughter in. So,
All right, you do that. Are you
All right.
whittling it up?
Yep.
Okay.
Bye,
Take
everybody.
care.
Daisy,
Bye.
yeah. What about Long John Silver's?
No.
One or two. There's one in Detroit. If I ever get desperate for fried fish, that's how to go down there.
We have a Grizzlies.
Don't ever want to go.
I have no idea what the hell you guys are even saying right now.
Long John Silver's is a fried fish place.
Oh, okay.
It's like Kentucky Fried Chicken, but with fish. Or you
No, we
probably
just
don't have
cook
those
fish at
either.
home. There's no fish fried place, or unless you go to a fish truck, but I don't recommend it.
We have a KFC. That,
We have
starts
KFC
at
too.
$17 an hour.
But KFC, the problem with KFC, it always gives him the shit. So it's like,
Yeah, the KFC.
I think that's by
it's
design.
not-
It's
yeah.
one of the limiters and spices is poop.
I feel like I lose 5 pounds every time I go there. But hey,
Well, it's
maybe
diet
just-
food then. Just take it.
Yeah, I should be going there more often then. God damn it.
Yeah, I need to be going there more.
Need to be a rip
Yeah.
pickle.
Yeah, I stepped on a scale the other day, and that was a bad fucking decision. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, I know. I did it too. Right after winter, like, man.
Yeah, you ain't even close to me, Pickle. What are you
Oh
talking?
yeah.
I
Wanna
wish
bet?
that was your way. Yeah, okay.
You want to bet?
I'll bet.
I have a feeling I'm the lightest person in this room per se.
Well, yeah, you're like we got to weigh you down, otherwise you'll blow away.
Keep this man away from strong winds.
Yeah.
I'm 167 pounds.
Oh,
Oh.
you're like you're
Yeah,
you're half of my body weight.
all right. What are you then, Pickle? What's your weight?
I'm like 260, 270. I'm probably less now because that was like right after winter.
Yeah. 300.
Damn.
Mhm.
Damn, boy, you damn.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the heaviest
Yeah.
ever was
Stepped on
300.
scale. It's like, oh no, that's.
Oh
do
no,
something about
it
that.
was maxed out.
You got to get into driving weight, Dan. That car's going to lose a half a second if you don't drop a couple pounds.
Well, you see, no, that's the cars.
That's what
I just found an easier way to lose weight off the car. It's lose weight off me. Then.
Yeah, we used to have those. We used to have combo Long John Silver's and KFC.
Illinois says he's 130 soaking wet.
God damn.
No, I was the heaviest I ever
Them
was.
two away from strong winds. They're like a corn stalk.
He's got the power to weight advantage over me then.
Yeah,
Well, if he got the Mustang, yeah, he'd gain a second or two.
yeah. You have to put it. You have to have him put bags of sand or something in the back of the car when you race.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta keep it fair. We need, 300 pounds in both
No,
cars.
The heaviest I ever was 330 pounds. So.
I'm getting there.
Well, you got you in there. So you're playing, man.
Have another drink, Dan.
No, I gotta start my carnivore shit again. That's the only way to lose weight. Eat meat.
Exactly. You just gotta eat meat and KFC.
Butter, eggs, bacon, steak.
Yeah,
I can get down to like last time I got to 207 doing that shit from where I basically am now.
I don't eat
Wow.
butter and I don't eat eggs. So
What? You don't eat butter or eggs?
I have to eat more of a for lack of a better term, I'm not a vegetarian, but I eat more of a vegetarian style of food because of all my damage.
Eggs are like nature's vitamins.
Well, I'm actually allergic to the eggs. That's why I don't eat them now. But butter, anything with a lot of that type of material, it actually inflames all the arthritis and stuff in my hands.
Really?
So if I eat a diet with a lot of animal fats cut out of it, it actually helps me. I don't completely do it because I like meat too much. I like actual food. But
Excuse me.
See, it's the opposite. Normally, an all meat diet will like reduce all swelling and stuff.
Oh, it's bad. It gets real bad. Changing
Wow.
my diet because I was stuck at about when I was on the steroids, I couldn't get lower than 230 because it just wouldn't work. And got off those, and I slowly started losing weight.
Yeah,
Lowest I got
steroids
was
are
60.
Well,
I had to
it's
add and start. I started making my own food. I started baking my own stuff and
Yeah.
cutting out butter and a lot of the other stuff. Actually, it helps a lot because I've got all kinds of damage that's way beyond what you guys. I've been an 80-year-old man in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
older,
really-
older than you in a lot of ways, Dan. Even not in
Not-
you know
Not
mindset.
mentally, but no, with the meat thing, it's an all or nothing kind of thing, though. Like you can't just do it and then like because you got to cut out the carbs basically, because that way you get in the ketosis thing or whatever it is, and because
Yeah,
otherwise it doesn't work. If you half-ass it, it won't work. But if
Oh,
you
that's like
fully
anything,
commit,
yes.
then
because of all the damage I have in my body, I couldn't do ketosis technically. It would
Wow.
actually it would screw up all my numbers because I have to get my blood done every 3 months now, which is actually vacation because it was twice a week for almost a year.
Well, yeah,
And-
that's a pain in the butt. When
Oh
you gotta
no,
do
you have
that.
no idea. I was, but that's what you do to survive. I'll do that every day if it meant not being dead. But yeah, my numbers are finally where they need to be, and like I'm diabetic, but my A1C is 4.5, which is low. Normal
that's-
6, and most
Yeah.
people with diabetic are in the 7s or higher.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, wow.
dude,
It's diet.
that's
and
nothing special. That was the same way with me. I lost
Yeah.
all that weight, and then Christmas came around, and guess what happened? Eggnog came
Yeah.
out. And I'm like,
Yeah, after
It only
September,
comes- like it-
or not
it
September,
only
November.
comes once a year. It's like I gotta take advantage while I can. And then that completely threw me off the wagon. And now I got this, manager job, which that
So you're sitting
not
here.
much, not
Did you
much
pick up
physical labor at that job.
We call that the desk bound 30 because if you moved from a floor to the desk, you'd gain 30 pounds.
Yeah, well,
You're right.
more than that, but yeah.
Man, it's like that for me too. Come November, that's it. I'm done. I'm not outside a lot other than I got to push snow or shovel snow, and that's about it. We get like 3 feet of snow here, and I mean, I'm done. I'm inside eating, surviving. Watching the fire. Pretty much, that's how days go.
Yeah.
It does have the special drop to A1C 4 points. That's huge. It's not easy to do it, but it definitely keep it up. It should keep you out of diabetes. Because that is not fun.
Yeah, Shopcat. Eggnog's a bad one for me too. I love the eggnog.
Eggnog is good. I
It
love
is good.
eggnog.
I stopped eating as much processed food as humanly possible, and I feel better on most basis. Yes, I have the Wilford Brimley, LNA. I do. I got the diabetes.
6%. Man, seems like everybody here has experienced diabetes.
You're probably way too young to get the Wilford Brimley diabetes reference, Pickle, but he didn't say
You're right.
he did a commercial for it was a long time ago. It was when I was a kid. You might even be too young, Dan.
My body burns so much sugar, you could literally give me gallons of Kool-Aid and do nothing.
Well,
Yeah, I wish I had that metabolism.
No, I don't have that metabolism, but making my own food makes a huge difference.
That right here is my problem. I hate diet Coke. Actually, it's just watered down to me. I drank a lot of regular Coke, and sugar packs on the pounds real fast.
Hey, Pickle, you want to have fun? Look up what they make aspartame out of. Ooh, that's exciting shit right there.
Oh
I
man,
won't say it on camera, but when you start to look it up, you're not going to drink that shit again.
Okay, well, I think I'll stick to sugar now that you said that.
No, just water or grain alcohol. One of the two. It's clear.
Water, yeah. Anything clear, good.
Mine's not
Yeah.
clear, but
You're either
I
drinking
always said
sugar
I
or you're
wouldn't
urine, one of the two.
I always said I wouldn't drink alcohol because, well, one, the money, and two, you get addicted to it. But you know what? Pop and soda and all those other things, the same thing.
yeah, it's
You
the
get
exact
addicted
same
to
thing.
At the
Sugar
end
and carbs is the exact
everything's-
same addiction.
everything's in it you can become addicted to anything. You just have to figure out a way to manage it and monitor it and control
Yep.
it.
Yeah,
Everything in
the
moderation to some extent does work.
dopamine.
My weakness is soda. I cut all the bread. Yeah, my weakness is soda too, but I still eat bread and everything, of course. But like, soda that's where I gain all the weight is Coke and stuff like that. It's terrible.
See, they put so much sugar and stuff because we have like desensitized our palate to sugar.
Well, and it's
Like,
it's
so
not even
bad.
sugar. It's corn syrup. It's not even real sugar. It's like I have pop in the house and I have beer and stuff for friends that come over, and I'll have a pop maybe once every or a soda every once every 3 months.
Yeah.
And I'll buy the real sugar pop, and then the other stuff if I can't get, because I like to try to have in glass bottles, just weird stuff.
Me too.
And
I
you
prefer
can
glass
taste
too.
a humongous difference between the corn syrup crap and the sugar stuff. It's amazing, just the difference that
There is.
when you don't drink it, or like when I don't go out that much to eat. When I go out to eat, it'll be like, this tastes great, and then you realize like an hour later, it's like your stomach is imploding because it just all that shit's in there and it just doesn't know where to go.
Well,
Yeah.
when I was heavy on that meat diet, like I did that meat diet thing for a couple months, and you don't have any sugar on it, obviously. I could eat dark chocolate and it would taste like milk chocolate. Like that's how sweet it became because
Wow.
my palate just got completely, reset itself.
I think a lot of it too is over the years, food portions have gotten increasingly bigger. Like one time, people didn't eat much, to
Yeah,
survive. You'd have a piece of bread.
A glass of pop or soda used to be 8 ounces. Now that's a kid size.
Yeah, that's the thing, and we're obviously humans haven't changed. It's only the sizes of the things we eat.
We have increased about 4 inches as a population over the last 100 years, probably a little more than that. So we have grown, but not at a rate that would match what they've done to the food.
Yeah, exactly. We're food is outgrowing the humans. Like we're does that make sense? I'm trying to.
Well, yeah, like people were saying in your last chat, most of what people eat, especially if you go to restaurants or if you buy packaged stuff, it's technically not really food. It's a bunch of things made to simulate food, which is really weird when you actually stop and think about it. It's very strange that it's like, what are the people that make this shit eat? Because they ain't eating this shit. What are
Generally speaking, if you go into most grocery stores and you stick to strictly what's on the outer walls, that is usually the better option.
Yeah.
Good to know.
That's where they have most of the actual food.
Well, that goes along with that old saying, go to the store with your grandma and watch what she gets and watch what she buys, because she'll pick the things that aren't the shit you're eating because she actually wants real food. Shop like your grandma.
And you see it more and more now all the time. People get weird sicknesses or deficiencies because the food that we're eating is just junk. It's garbage. It's not real. It's synthetic. It's
you are what you eat. And if you're eating junk, then
exactly.
You're building your body with junk.
If you eat meat, you're gonna be you're gonna be a big, strong, husky man. I mean, that's just how it is. But if you're eating all the other stuff along with it, it's just not gonna work.
It's not husky is not sensitive enough. You have to say big boned.
Big bone. Yeah, sorry, big boned. My bad. Yeah. Thank you, 6%.
Yes.
Save my bacon there.
It's not a problem for us. We can call it whatever we want. But you're in Canada. The cops are probably on their way to arrest you for thought crimes.
Well, yeah, you did say bad things about Trudeau earlier.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
Dang, he gets offended quick.
Yeah, he does. He'll come over there with his shoe polish all over his face.
Yeah. Oh yeah, his shoe polish and his butt plug.
Just remember, Pickle, do what they say, not what they do, and you'll be fine.
You'll be good. Okay.
Well, bones in your ass. Well, I don't know.
That's not what we're. Shopcat does go off course a little in these conversations. Not big bone in your ass, big bone. Like the bones in your body are large. Bone that's a whole nother. Is that a Canadian thing, Pickle?
Probably, yeah.
So you guys like big bones in your ass?
Oh no! Jesus Christ!
It would just stop. Stop.
Wow!
Canadian asked the
If I
question.
wasn't already
Yeah,
banned from
we're on a
the
Canadian
internet,
stream. I assume that was a Canadian thing. Like when Slimo says something that's like you got to kind of go back and research the topic.
Yeah, we don't no bones in asses. No.
Hold on.
Yeah, but you drink pop and do all the other bad stuff you're not supposed to do. Elliot.
And genetics, yes, do
Eating
play a role.
a steak's not going to fix all the other junk you put in your system.
Well, no, and genetics do play a part in it. They do for everything.
They do.
Oh yeah.
Like if your family's tiny in general, then you're going to be tiny too. That's just how it works. It's genetics. You know, unless your mom was super tiny and your dad was a giant, or your past grandfather or something. I mean, you might get that genetic if you're lucky, but I wasn't so fortunate.
Unless your mom was like drinking Bud Light while you were still in the womb. That might have stuck, that could
that might make you wound up with bones in your ass.
Okay, well, I think Shop Hector is bone reference, so you might want to throw that one up there.
Oh yeah, big bone reference, right? A big ass can't be explained by big bones.
You can have a big pelvis.
Yeah, well,
there you go, big pelvis.
You can have a big pelvis, but yeah.
Yep.
So, good.
Exactly. It's big pelvis and big. What are your thigh bones called? Damn it.
Femur.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
But also, I remember I didn't know what a reflector was. So pride, unicorn, rainbow, mane, pride, unicorn, rainbow, mane, pride, unicorn, rainbow, mane.
What's the main part? I
don't know. I'm not
a
sure.
Mane's on a horse. You don't know what a mane is?
Yeah, no, I
thought
he was referencing a flag. That's why I was trying to think, how would a mane be on a flag?
No. Yeah.
Yep, that's what I was just saying. I wasn't so fortunate. My dad is a pretty big man. He's 6 foot tall. Yet I'm 5'7". I'm 5'6" or 5'7". I don't remember now. One of the two. I'd like to say it's 5'7".
So well, like Tom said, it depends on what convenience store you're leaving at the moment. So
it was an emoji. It came out weird. Go figure. I was wondering what was with all the symbols on there.
You're really embracing this newfound side of yourself, Shopcat. It's it's kind of it's good and weird at the same time for you. I mean, as long as you're, we'll support you whatever choices you make. You're still our friend.
Yeah, bones and your ass is your thing. That's fine. Just
bones, unicorns, whatever the hell. If you move to dildo, whatever.
You could move to dildo. Yeah, that'd be good.
That's where I should move. Just go to dildo.
No, don't go to dildo.
Oh yeah, bud. Where you from? Dildo. I can't imagine saying that, but yeah.
Well,
it's a thing.
Yeah. I guess the consensus on my hood video is people want me to paint it black.
And put it on
a hood video?
Car.
I didn't know you had a hood video.
Yeah, I had a hood video.
Oh, see, I didn't get notification for it.
No, I know, but you know how we were talking about telling him to put the right hood on his car because the hood he's got on his car now sucks ass.
Yep.
Well, everyone else agreed with us. So you heard me.
When did this happen?
On the stream on Monday, we were talking about your hood.
We were.
Oh.
How many drinks have you had tonight, Dan?
Yeah.
Okay, how much alcohol was in that glass that you just chugged?
Not gonna say.
Okay.
Yeah, ILNA, I know.
Yeah, you brought up the hood thing on Monday. I assume that's why you did the video that I saw today about your hood.
Well, I did, but I didn't realize you were talking smack about my other hood.
You were in the room, Dan.
Well, I was just listening to everybody saying, "I'll just put the black hood on; it'll be fine." I didn't realize you were saying like, "Oh, the hood you have on there now is garbage. You got to get that off there."
It's not garbage. It's lame. It's just a regular flat hood. Whoop-de frickin' do.
Yeah. Dude, it's like 4
but
bolts,
it's the same-
and you can
it's the
bolt it
same
on
color as
and
the
see what
body.
it's like.
Yeah, again, you can go to Mako and get a cheap paint job. You can paint it flat black like every race
No,
car on the
I
planet.
got
has
a
a black hood.
I got a quote on painting the hood. You
He
would
did
not
get a
even
quote, and it
believe.
was a lot.
You would not even believe how much they wanted to paint this
You
hood.
told me it was a lot.
I
it
told
was-
Pickle.
Come on,
Okay.
we'll say
All right.
it.
$2,500 to paint the hood.
$2,500 to paint a hood.
$2,500 to
hood.
paint the hood.
Who
Just
did you
the hood.
talk to? No, I'm being
I
serious.
I talked to every auto body shop around the Brainerd area.
Okay, I'm this is honest to God. Did you talk to Mako?
I don't even know if there's a Manco within 10 hours from me.
I would look.
I never
because
heard of that place before in my life.
MACCO Mako. You're not going to get a
Never
great
heard of it.
job, but they're
No Nation, he'll
nationwide.
paint it at No Names.
Yeah, I've never heard.
No, I had.
name.
It's not going to be like a show quality paint job, but I had both my fenders for my TJ and the tailgate painted for $600, and it looks fine.
You can do a really good job at home with.
Just hit it satin. I agree with Tom. I'm not a giant fan of the teardrop. The way the front of that looks, I'm not a fan. But it's 10 times cooler than the flat hood.
It is.
Well, I'd
plus,
rather
you need
have
an air
the
filter,
snorkel
dude. You
myself,
need
but
running
I mean,
air
at least this will fit, more clearance under the hood anyway.
Yeah.
You're not anywhere near me, LA. I ain't
He said
shipping
at No
the hood.
Names.
Yeah.
At No Names.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
You're bringing a mobile. You guys are bringing a
shake
U-Haul.
the man's
Mobile
hand
paint
and say
booth.
yes. You ain't going to do it no cheaper than $200.
Dan, you're bringing a mobile paint booth to No Name. It's U-Haul. It's a mobile paint booth.
Exactly. When they ask why there's paint everywhere,
okay,
you
well,
just tell them.
if we put up
paint booth.
polyurethane,
Yeah.
if we put up plastic, that could work.
What could be better than live streaming painting a hood in the back of a U-Haul at a freaking drag race?
That would be mint.
That
would be mint.
Right
LA, you might have just talked yourself into something you didn't really think was going to happen.
No, he said that's only for paint. No labor. I can buff it. You'll never know it was painted outside.
Hey man, you want to paint that? I can flat black it now, and just and I'll have you paint it the right color when No Names comes.
Yeah, have them just get some dull orange paint and it'll match like a.
No, it won't match what's dull. It has to be poppy sea red.
Poppy sea orange.
While it's going down the track, exactly. While it's going down the track, we can paint it. That would be epic.
Yeah.
While it's going down the track.
Well, we can.
You might get overspray then.
That's perfect. We can have Tom follow you in the U-Haul. We can make some kind of rig of an arm off the U-Haul, so LNA can hover over to the front of the car and paint it as you're driving.
Exactly.
Dangle him off a fucking stick.
Yeah. Country boy on a stick. It's probably a thing.
We'd go up to John Wilburn about that, and he'd be like, that is incredibly dangerous, and that would never be allowed. But that'd be awesome.
Jesus Christ, no flat black will gum up. Leave it raw. He likes it raw.
It's already black.
It's a dull black.
Yeah, it's already been painted up. If you watch the video, it's already been painted.
Couldn't you just buy a cheap buffer that sounds like gravel in a washing machine and just buff the crap out of it and make it shiny?
I don't know how thick the paint is.
I think he's probably right with that. It'll hide a little bit.
That's like sorry to interrupt everybody, but that's like the cheapest option to you right now. So why wouldn't you just try that? Go to Hobo Freight down there, buy one of them cheap buffers, and get some of that polish. See what happens.
Sounds like a lot of work.
Well,
it's like an hour.
Why buff when you could just lay down fresh?
He's not wrong, but you still have to sand it before. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm talking to you. You'll just paint it anyway, but you theoretically would sand it before you paint the hood. So
yeah,
it's a lot of work to paint too. So I would just try the buffing machine, see what happens.
It'll probably stick.
I'm partially with Dan on this one. I can't cut and buff for shit, so I would do a quick sand and just sand black and be done with it.
I don't know if it's gonna really buff out that well, Pickle.
Mm,
mean,
it looks like
it's
it was
not
rolled on in
exactly.
someone's basement.
Yeah, at least it's not in the
Yeah.
bed next to you. So.
That's probably house paint.
Well, that's where it used to be. Like up here, though, it's kind of delaminating a bit, so you need like Bondo or Smooth or I don't know some other paint term.
That was probably rolled on with house paint. That looks pretty.
Just give it a Scotch Brite and some satin to be done with it.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. Some satin black but that spot up there kind of bothers me. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want to like smooth that back out somehow.
No, Eleanor does have a point. If it's fiberglass, it's theoretically been gel coated in black from the factory. I don't. It's hard to tell from
fiberglass. Steel. That's a steel hood.
Oh
yeah, it's a steel hood.
Well, somebody did a really bad job. Then.
Well, when you said delaminated, I thought you were talking about fiberglass.
Yeah.
Well, the scoop is fiberglass, I think.
Oh.
Is it?
So somebody glued a scoop into a an actual factory hood. Okay. I thought I thought you bought a one-piece hood with that scoop in it.
Yeah.
No, this was Facebook Marketplace, my guy. No, I think actually the scoop is steel too, it looks like. So it's all steel hood.
Wow. That's
weird.
Actually surprising.
That is surprising.
Yeah, and Dozen Special says give it the Krylon touch.
Yeah. Good old Krylon.
Yeah.
Or the Kylon touch. That must be a special.
No, you got to give it the Craigslist special. You know, you restore it like how people would at Craigslist engine. You know, rebuilt. You know, they just paint it and pretend it's all done.
I mean, I don't know. I guess the satin black wouldn't look too bad.
It'll be shiny without. It's still dull enough. It'll hide imperfections. But LNA saying it'll be shiny, but it'll look like shit is not really a ringing endorsement for polishing the hood.
You know, some real thick primer would probably help you out a lot too to cover all those imperfections.
Yeah, just do that red pink primer coat on it. That'll blend right with that poppy seed red orange.
There you go.
Yeah.
We're giving you.
I got to get it mounted because I'm not sure where those hood pin locations don't look right to me. They look way too far in.
What
I don't know.
hood is that for?
Well, it's for a month. Yeah.
Yeah, but what year? That's important. Or model or whatever.
Some of the inherent stuff in the front
65 or 64 and a half. There was only 2.5 years worth of that car. But no, like I feel like these are like way too far in. See, theoretically you would mount the pins where the old bump stops are on the hood, I would imagine, wouldn't you? Or at least close to them.
You'd still want the bump stops to some extent. They might have used a bracket. Like it could have been a hood kit where it came with brackets that you had to bolt in place or some crap like that.
Right.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm gonna have to fabricate a bracket now. Although I can get rid of my hood latch then, which would be
Hey, Arrowhead, how's it going?
Although I guess technically the teardrop would have probably added.
Can you make the brackets out of chain? Is my question.
I could, but I don't know about chain.
Like instead of having that little wire cable, it's for the hood pin connector. Just have that big ass chain.
No, that would scuff the hell out of the paint. Those little wires already scuff the hell out of the paint, let alone a giant chain.
Well, you can get the pins that have the fold over loop. You don't have to have a cable with them.
No, you definitely need cable. Cable makes the whole look. Matte black.
That's what we're saying, Sano, but we're giving Dan the tools and the information, but he's just got to do it at this point. But he's got to have a couple videos about it first.
Yes.
And then,
I haven't made any videos about the hood.
Not yet.
Well, no, not yet. Now that everybody thinks you should put the hood on, the video shall come.
Yeah.
Well, no, I want the hood on too, though. That's the thing.
You didn't Monday.
Yeah, Monday you were
I want the hood on. I just don't know what. I just didn't know about the color. I didn't know how well black was going to look. See, because I feel like all right. Can you see? You can't really see, but it's got a black grill, so I'm worried that the black hood coming down the black grill is just going to make this big glob of black
Then put
on
a
the front of the car,
chrome strip
Wait.
on.
and it's just going to look stupid.
Then
So-
put a chrome strip on the nose of the hood.
But question
There's no
though,
chrome strip on the hood, no.
you
No, I
said
said
the
you
hood needs to
didn't
be
put a.
painted.
On a satin black hood?
If the hood already needs to be painted, then why would you paint it black again? Then why not just paint it poppy seed red?
Because
it needs
it needs to be
it
color
needs-
matched. And he'll never
Yeah.
match that faded color out of a can without doing so much work. He might as well pay a
really
body.
not faded though 6%. That is literally what the color is supposed to look like. You think it's faded, but that's just the
And
color. 6%.
When was that car painted that color?
Probably pretty recently, honestly.
Oh, because
I mean, somebody redid it.
I thought somebody painted it before your dad got it, and your dad got it like 15, 20 years ago.
Well, yeah,
every
that's still
red,
pretty
every
recent,
shade of red
That's
fades.
not
So you
recent.
have no doubt that
in,
it faded.
in the life of paint, that's not recent.
Well,
Tom says paint the grill.
paint what color? The grill's supposed to be black.
Poppy seed
Not
red.
painting it silver.
Poppy seed red, yeah.
Just paint everything but the windshield. Poppy seed
Paint
red.
it gold. Paint it pink.
Actually,
Paint it pink. I vote pink.
You know that grill is only held in with 2 bolts.
That
All
doesn't
the other bolts
surprise
are
me.
missing.
Wow.
I'm actually it does. I'm surprised it's not zip ties.
Poppy
You
seed
know,
red. They
what-
misspelled orange.
What
Yes,
weighs less?
As
Zip
Tom
tie
just
was
said,
probably way less.
Poppy seed red. Tom just said poppy seed red. They misspelled orange.
Oh.
Yes.
Dan,
No,
you do have one person with you on your side that
If-
they think there would be too much black.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. It'd be too much
No,
black.
Don't Pickle. You can't give him ammo because then his whole conversation is going to be one person agreed with me, so now everyone does. You guys are idiots.
Then I
Dan,
got the
should
black
show him
wheels
that.
on
He
the
can't see the
back. too.
comments.
Well, yeah, but that degree of black is your fault because you kept putting all these black accessories on the car.
What I put the black wheels on the car. That's the
Yeah.
only black accessory I put on the car. What
You're the
other
one
ones
who's
were there?
complaining about black.
Huh?
You're the one who's complaining about black.
Well, yeah, I don't want too much black.
Didn't you buy those wide Kragers and the skinny Kragers for that reason?
No, I bought the skinny Kragers because it needs skinny Kragers. The wide ones are over there. Well, back behind some stuff over
So why
there
don't you run those?
because they are massive. Like they are. It's literally Looney Tunes massive.
So it's
Wow.
Matchbox cars kind of massive, like not proportional at all.
Yeah, it's like it could, it's kind of cool, but at the same time, it's like it would be cooler if the car was fast enough to need those giant tires. You know what I mean? It's like a little too much
Yeah.
poser,
I guess.
Oh, like but a flat a black hood on any color car is very much a hot rod drag racer thing. That's why I was surprised you didn't want that.
Yeah.
It's I'm very picky about the visuals. Okay, everything is there for a reason.
A lot of the special Mustangs came from the factory with flat black hoods.
That's true. They did.
But it not against that red color though.
What?
What? Of
No.
course. What other color would they be? Black?
What, Mustangs?
No, I was joking because you're putting a black hood on the Mustang and came from the factory. Okay, never
You
mind.
tried, Pickle. You get an
I
easy
tried.
name for it.
He didn't catch on. He didn't get it, but it was
No.
mostly a bad joke.
There's nothing left in here.
Oh, no more booze.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Oh, I was thinking the same thing in our head. Chrome grill, black hood.
No way. You're not painting. No chrome grill. What kind of acid are you on? No, you're not putting a damn.
No, we
chrome
discussed
grill
this.
in.
I'm not an acid. I'm on cocaine.
Yeah, I am disgusted by that.
No, he might have been driving and he might have been making his music video when we were talking about the coke or cocaine things.
Oh,
Oh,
shoot.
what?
Yeah, he might have been.
Yeah, no, I couldn't hear a single word of what you
When
guys were
you were
talking
driving, it looked like a shitty music video from the early 2000s because you're
about. Oh,
driving
did
a
it?
car and there's three of us. It's like we were the band members playing in the background as you're driving in the main part of the video.
Yeah.
Like,
I was saying you were rolling out your Dom Toretto fantasies because you were driving on screen.
no, Steve McQueen. That's more like it.
No,
Yeah,
it's
you
Dom.
gotta have like a foot of play in the
Steve
steering wheel. You
McQueen.
know?
Steve McQueen had the Mustang.
Yeah.
He was chasing down the Charger.
Doesn't that go against your whole "I love Chargers" thing?
Well, yeah, his was a '68, so
I don't know,
70
man.
is really
Chargers
where
are
it's at.
kind of. I'm not gonna lie. Chargers are kind of cooler than Mustangs.
Oh, I love the '70 Charger. That thing looks so. It you know the front end is what gets me on that car. The
Yeah.
two round headlights,
Put up Tom's
the
comment.
big wraparound chrome grille with the black. Yeah. No, it's not all about family, Tom. Bullshit. Literally, we could just own half of our family and we'd be fine. Matter of fact, we mostly have. Okay, when was the last time you talked to Joe or anybody on the Nile side? Yeah, no, we don't no.
But it's about family.
Yeah, it's about family.
Yeah, well that family can go and you know, I'm not gonna say it on Pickle's live.
I know what he wants to say, but
Well, fine. It's about your YouTube family then.
yeah.
See, I'm here with my YouTube family. See, he used to be in there, but he left.
Your brother's excommunicated now? That brother?
Well, no, he literally left the live stream, right?
Okay.
He had to put the kid in bed.
Beep. What's
Beep.
what?
I think he was bleeping out Dan's potty mouth.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Beep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, if you only knew half of the story, oh no, the Nile side of the family is not that's no. And to be fair, that's the only side of the family we really have. The other side of the family, nobody's even around. So, yeah, not a very long lineage here.
Yeah. Well, you got a YouTube family anyway.
Yeah.
Like 6% said.
It's
so.
about family.
Yeah. Family.
Did you know? Okay, so I watched movie 9 just hoping to see some more of the Dodge Charger.
You're way ahead of me. I think I
there
saw it.
was. Which, well, okay, he had like 3 Chargers in that movie, which now it's kind of like the whole point of the movie was that the Charger was his dad's, right? And they completely lost all of sentiment of that. It's just now he's got a shit ton of them.
The first movie has
But anyway,
movie. Yeah.
But anyways, he had a brother, turns out, and his brother killed his dad, and he disowned his brother, and his brother turned into a super spy, like years before he turned into a super spy.
What
like
is
while
happening?
he was over here doing like shady shit, like ripping off VCRs in the back of semi trucks, his brother was like, fucking James Bond apparently. And it's just like they completely lost the fucking code. They completely lost the fucking
They
point
lost
of the whole
the
series.
plot in the third movie completely, and then they never went back. It's just like, we can make money. Let's just keep adding people in.
It's
Yeah,
just
the
like,
movies
what
ended
the
when
fuck are
Paul
you
Walker
even?
died.
And then they
Paul
sent the Fiero into space, and it's like, I don't know what I'm watching anymore.
I thought you were making a joke, and then I saw
No.
I saw at a clip show reviewing the new movie, and they showed a fucking Fiero in space. I'm like, the hell is this shit?
I thought he was joking too, but I seen that clip too.
Did you ever?
Fiero.
This is gonna date me. But did you ever see the Muppets saying "pigs in space"? Okay, the point of it was when they would come on screen to go "pigs in space," and I'm thinking Fiero in space.
Fiero in space.
Why a Fiero? Why? Like,
I don't know.
Pickle, all I know is the last one of the movies I saw, they had a hypercar jump from a 100-foot tall building to a 90-foot tall building, and I was like,
yeah,
what in the hell is this
too? Yep.
I didn't even know what movie it was. I lost complete track of what was what and when.
They're
No
too
idea.
far-fetched now. They're kind of like the James Bond movies. They're just unrealistic. Like the first ones were good. Like they were good
Yeah,
movies.
the first one was
Realistic,
the best.
though.
What?
The first
What?
movie still wasn't realistic.
Well,
It was
no,
more
but like it was a
realistic.
lot better.
Well, I mean,
than-
in retrospect, yes.
yeah,
I mean-
Comparing Spaceship Fiero to
yeah,
those
exactly.
VCRs, yeah, one is a little more realistic than the other one. Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I could see somebody trying to take over a semi truck by jumping onto it. Not saying it's the smart way to do it, but I could see someone trying it.
It's a hell of a lot smarter than launching the Fiero into space, though.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
smarter, and then crashing it into a satellite. You know,
Yeah, I don't think I actually.
Did this
wanna see-
happen? I've never seen the movie, so
Yeah.
it's-
it
No,
happened.
like I said, I was watching a clip show of they were showing the highlights of the movie franchise, and literally there was this red Fiero just in space, and I'm like, the hell am I watching?
yeah.
And
Why?
then in that
Why?
minute, you were like, "Son of a bitch, he wasn't joking."
I
They're
thought,
trying to make a
because
crappy car from the '80s look.
the movies
awesome.
are so out of the realm of reality anyway. From the little bit I've seen of them, I'm probably 4 movies behind, if not 5, because they started
Me
the
too.
spinoff. And
Yeah, I'll tell you. This is what I can tell you about Dom. All right, he is a shitty driver because he crashes that fucking Charger every goddamn movie. He cannot keep that thing in between the lines. Every movie, he just destroys that car, and it's just pisses me off. Not gonna lie,
I was just meant to say it breaks your heart, doesn't it?
breaks my heart.
yeah.
Thing's so beautiful.
Oh no, another classic. No.
Yeah, it's just like, God damn it. Great. Now the 30,000 fucking rust bucket just turned into a $40,000 rust bucket. Thanks, Fast and the Furious.
well, no, come on, he's a one-man Dukes of Hazzard. They wrecked like 350 cars in that show. He's done that in just one guy.
Well, those are obviously they're all relics. They're props. What
They
do you
were
call
cars.
them?
Pickle.
They
No,
were
no.
actual cars.
What do you call it?
Movie cars.
No,
Stunt
but like
cars?
they made replicas of the car. It wasn't actually like real Chargers
Yes, they were real Chargers.
What? Hold on. For what, Pickle?
for just the movie.
Yes,
Like the ones they were
real
wrecking.
Chargers.
Like they weren't wrecking real like 70
Yeah,
Chargers or 60.
yeah, that was
They
part of it.
were wrecking real Chargers.
Now,
What?
some
Yeah.
of them were, I believe, some of them were the rebodied. You've seen them rebodied Crown Vics for the stunt shows with the Charger
Yeah.
body on them, haven't you? Then.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I
I
don't
mean,
know
they
how
they
is that.
make they reproduce almost every. The only things they don't reproduce on the Chargers, like the only things they use are like the hood, or not the hood, the roof line. They only use certain parts of the car now because now they have because they've wrecked so many of them.
Yeah.
They've had to start
And-
like producing body panels.
I don't.
But no, like Dukes of Hazzard, all that, like the first movies, yeah, they wrecked real Chargers.
Yeah.
Nobody
those,
wanted.
those movies
And-
were made when those cars were still being made. So like that
Yeah,
makes
nobody
sense, but-
nobody wanted the Charger. The
Well, no, they were
Chargers were
$500
not
cars.
cool back then.
Yeah, and with a lot of movies, they'll make a fake car body on a special chassis for like the
Yeah.
exotic cars, but they're within reason. Now they might for the Fast and Furious at this point, but they're not really going to do that for a normal car in a movie. They'll just buy a clunker, paint it a bright color, and run it.
Yeah. Yeah, and they drop a Chevy 350. I guess they might use LS now. I don't know what they
Yeah,
use
I
now.
most of the stuff I've
But-
seen lately has been LS stuff.
Everything's
easy to
LS
use.
now, though.
They pick it out of a car or a Camaro, put it right in there, and just run it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll pull it out of the wrecked one and put it in a new one and just
Yeah.
jump her again.
Yeah, and
They
they'll
had
keep
to put weight in the back. Yeah, the back trunk whenever they jumped them, because otherwise it would just fucking nose over.
Yeah, because all the weight's in the front.
And a lot of times they'll have what they call a hero car, which is the car you see on screen in the close-ups. Anybody
Yeah.
in it, and they'll have the stunt cars, which they just obliterate.
Mm-hmm.
They make them to be wrecked.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I
so
do. I've seen behind the scenes stuff because, like, if they were to wreck real cars each time a wreck happened, I mean, I don't know how they wouldn't get in
Well,
trouble.
there are
They
there are
did.
movies that do it.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely, but not like there's like how many movies do you think there's the Fast and Furious? Like 10, 12? There's so many now.
There's
I think
9.
Well,
There's
Nine.
9 and they're coming out with a 10th, I
the
think.
10th is out, but then there's that spinoff too.
Is it?
Yeah, the Hobbs and Shaw or
Hobbs
whatever.
and Shaw, yeah.
Yeah, Hobbs and Shaw.
And now I guess there's going to be another spinoff with the guy who keeps dying in all the movies and coming back. The guy who was in 3.
Han?
Yeah.
Yeah, Han.
Ooh.
The Chinese guy.
Oh, that guy.
The guy with the super body kit RX-7.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. No, the next spinoff will be Fiero and Satellite.
They completely lost the fucking plot on
They
that.
did.
No, actually, what would make sense is if they took a space shuttle and put a V8 in it and put wheels on it, as like some kind of special on
See
ground.
you later, Arrowhead. Take care.
Make it easier. Hopefully we didn't run you off with our weird talk of stupid movies.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, they totally, the wheels fell off that wagon a long time ago.
That happens with most movies, though. The more of them they make, the weirder they tend to get, just because they're
Yeah.
so desperate to keep moving the stuff up.
Well,
Yeah,
as
I
soon as
wish they would
they
take
got
the
on the super spy bandwagon, it just no.
Oh yeah, they became Mission Impossible movies.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like, you know, geez, man, everything slipped my mind. Smokey and the Bandit movies, like the first one, amazing. Second one, and then the third one's just absolutely.
Well, third one, I like I said, I watched about 15 minutes of it, and I just couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah,
I
they just, yeah.
I do like the one scene though with the cop and it. Well, if you guys haven't actually watched the whole,
I never,
thing,
I literally, I think
I've never either.
I got 10 or 15 minutes in, and I just couldn't. He kept doing spins for no reason on the road. And
Yeah.
I by like the 4th or 5th one, I was like, I just can't do this shit anymore.
Yeah.
There
Hey,
was a scene-
you're board S10 addict. Welcome.
I don't remember the exact scenario because it's been so long, but I remember the oh shoot, what's his name now? Cooper T. Justice there.
Movie will be Rascal Scooters if Vin Diesel gets any older.
Yeah, right.
It'll be
But-
it'll be like it's about.
Yeah.
Right there, that's the whole plot.
They haven't addressed the fact that fucking Brian's dead. You know.
Yeah, he's on special assignment.
Yeah, he's just off camera.
No, it'll be like Fast and Furious 15, the Walker. You know, like they're like you know they had the Mini Coopers for the what's that movie? The Heist or whatever it was. And they'll have just a bunch of rascals, and it'll be in like formation going through a bank or something. I'm taking this.
Yeah, I can't tell if them leaving him in the movie is somehow trying to be like respectful to him, or if they're just trying to like bleed that out for all the money they can, like off his tragedy.
I don't know. I haven't seen it, so I really don't know. It's probably a little bit of both. They don't know what to do, probably, honestly, because they didn't expect him to die. There'd be no reason to think a guy his age would die.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, the wreck he got into, man, holy, I remember seeing that on the news. That was bad.
So I don't doubt they probably don't know what to do. And at this point, if they've made like 4 movies since he passed or 3 movies, they probably have, oh, screw it. We'll just leave it alone.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
I
cool.
like
the
the
second
second
movie
movie.
was okay. It was not bad, but the third one was junk. Mobility scooters and Fast and Furious 25.
It's probably coming sooner than that.
Probably, yeah. We're only at 10. We're already got Fioras in space, so.
Didn't Vin Diesel and The Rock like get into some huge fight or something, and that's why The Rock's not going to be in any more movies or something like that? I don't know. That's what I heard.
I
I
don't
try
know.
to avoid most of that crap. I'll watch
I
like
heard there was a big pissing match about something. I don't know what it was.
They're not. Those 2 actors, they're not ones I tend to watch more, like their movies. Like they're
2
they're not
giant
my
bald guys all roided up yelling at each other. I'm real surprised.
Like I said, I watch it for the Charger, and each time they destroy it. So, but
Yeah,
I
they're oiled
don't
up.
want to watch anymore.
Yeah. Well, even the Charger they have in it now is just so heavily modified. It's not even a Charger.
Yeah, it's not the same. I keep hoping that they're going to bring back the old one. They're never going to.
I kind of, I gotta say, I kind of like the off-road one they made. I thought that was a slick looking car.
Oh well, it is no doubt, but like
Eh.
the original one's just cool. It's got that
The
massive,
original one's just cool.
I know,
what
but
do you call
I
that?
kind of have a
Supercar.
penchant for cars and lifted and stuff. So
Yeah, 6%'s over there, like in the mud.
Is this true? Because if that's the case, I am taller than Vin Diesel.
Yeah, Vin Diesel's short.
I thought he was like 5'10" or 6 foot.
He's a short guy.
Because the Rock
Wow.
is like 6'4".
Oh yeah, Rock's big.
And great, I don't doubt they have him on, just like with Tom Cruise, they'll put him on a box so he's the same height as all the normal people.
Yeah. Jeez Louise, Juno. Well, there goes the guitar.
Oh.
My dog is wild.
He's 5'11".
I was gonna say, there's no way that was right.
He's not Tom Cruise, Dan or Tom. He's not Tom Cruise.
Well, I just had to believe him because family, you know.
Yeah, it's about family. Just like all family, he lies.
Yeah, exactly. No taste in cars. Younger generation wants modern ones. Yeah, the Teslas with like nothing, just 2 headlights and like.
It is kind of funny because I'm like the oldest person in this room, and I'm fairly sure Neverboard's in his 20s from watching his videos, unless you look super young. So that damn younger generation, you guys in here, that damn younger generation, I had a potato in my sock when I was.
Yeah, I don't like the younger generation at all.
Me neither. Don't worry. 4'2". He's 4'2". Don't let the internet fool you.
Everybody putting goddamn 18-inch wheels on their fucking classic cars, making them look
I
goofy.
think the point of having a classic car. Now I know a lot of people would disagree. I just want to run it as is. I want it original, the way it came off the factory line. You know.
God, you should live in Michigan because there all these old farts that leave a car, stock brakes, polyglass tires. It's got 400 horsepower. Now, really, it's only like 340 at the tire, but I'm going to say it's really fast. I'm not going to race anybody, though, and I can't stop or speed or do anything. And I only drive it once a year to the car show.
Oh, my God. We got a song with my name in it.
I race people.
You're not
and
in
I
Michigan. I'm not talking about
bias flags in the back of mine.
No, these are the guys that have the matching polyglass and everything is original, like nut and bolted. And
I don't. I don't go for that. I go for purpose built.
Yeah, but
heavy metal death trap.
When a Honda Civic Si can whoop the ever living shit out of your big block, whatever. You need to up the power, better the brakes, some regular stuff. It looks cool, but it also has to go.
Yeah, I bet
you don't need brakes to go 6%.
I'm willing to bet one of those new Honda Civics could probably outrun a 454 big block.
There are minivans with 300 and something horsepower that will stomp a mud hole in most 60s cars at this point.
Pretty much.
So
it's pretty sad, but yeah.
Hey, Dean. Oh, Nevermore said he's 30. So yes, I'm older than everyone here.
Well, I'm the youngest one as far as I know. 18.
Are you older than? Are you the oldest one here? 6%? Like out of the entire group?
As far as I know, I'm 46.
Oh yeah, you're definitely older.
Yeah, because your brother's in his mid-30s, right? And I think Junkyard's somewhere in that neighborhood. I don't know about Whitty. I think he's around 30-ish.
Well, Dan, you're 28?
I think so.
We saw the computer working because your eyes were rolling back in your head.
I think so. I don't know.
It was like carry the 3 Mustang.
I stopped counting. I don't know.
Were you like my daughter was born in this year and I was that age and she's now this money? So did you do that math or?
Very true, Dean. Yeah, that's true. I'm the oldest 18-year-old here. Yeah.
Yes, you are. In many ways, you two are 45 years older than I am.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
I was born on Super Bowl Sunday.
18-year-old that you think of,
January 29th, 1995. Oh shit! It's gonna be my golden birthday this year. Son of a
I
bitch.
graduated,
No,
I
next year.
graduated high school before you were born.
Yeah.
Yep.
I graduated high school in '94.
Nice.
I was born in 2005.
Dan
That
has
was
Dan has tires older than you, Pickle.
yeah, I literally have tires.
Yeah.
There you go.
All of this stuff is older than
Dan's
you.
tires are old enough to drink. Okay, they're on retirement.
Retirement.
Technically,
Yeah, there you go.
probably the tires on the back of the car are older than me. So
You think so? What are they, bias
oh,
class?
they're at least from the 80s, if not earlier.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I burned the shit out of them. They work.
Boys, I gotta get off. I gotta load up videos tonight, and I got 2 or 3 car shows to go to tomorrow. So
All right.
Bye.
I'm soon gonna end her here now anyway because we're getting up there in time. Take care.
I can't believe LNA hasn't been on anything in a while.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He
I
used to.
haven't
He was on
seen
a
much
couple of mine. Haven't seen
I've
him
been
on a-
excited. I've been excited to see his new intake, whatever it is that he's got going on.
Hey, how's that going?
Hi and bye, Jack Stans. I gotta take off. See everybody
You
later.
gotta go. Yeah. See you later.
Bye.
6%. Take care.
Take it easy, everybody.
Over here.
Wherever I am.
Yeah.
Everybody.
All right.
You got a wicked mustache, my guy. Holy.
What's going on?
I'll take his spot. I'm 46 too, and I have socks older than Pickle. Yes, keep growing it.
I have no doubt. That
It's
mustache is older than me.
Wait, when were you born, Pickle?
2005.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
2005?
Good night. You know what? My gray hair. I started going gray at 21. By the time I was 42, my gray hair was old enough to drink,
Wow.
and they still card me at Walmart. And usually anybody that cards me, I look at them and go, "Are you old enough to sell this to me?" Because clearly you don't realize how old I am.
I wouldn't have guessed 46. I would have said
I know I look
maybe
older.
40 or 38 around there.
Thank you.
That would have been my guess.
Sorry that if you saw the flash behind me, I actually saw it.
Holy shit! The
Oh,
lightning
thunder.
and thunder. That was so loud.
Did you see me jump?
That was a big
Oh.
thunderclap. That one there.
Yes.
Holy.
That
Yeah.
was close. That was close. It probably hit. I'm across the street from a place called Snyder Radio. He has 2 cell phone antennas on the backside of his property.
Oh, that's
they're-
nothing. That's
that's-
fine.
That's mailbox money for him because he doesn't have to work for that. He put those antennas up once, and then some young kid that gets paid by the cell phone company goes and climbs it and puts antennas up.
He was 24 when I was born.
Fuck, I was, 95? Well, okay, yeah, I was 10 years old when you were born, Pickle.
You were 10 years old, yeah.
I was still married to
Yeah.
I was still married to my second wife when he was born.
Ah, I never got a second one.
I'm on number 3 now. I don't learn.
I had one, and it's like, no, fuck this. That's just not even worth it.
One was enough for Dan.
I should have learned after my first one. She was a redhead.
Oh, you know what to say?
Mine
I love
stole the
redheads,
light
but
bulbs
you know
out
what
of
to say
my
about
house.
redheads.
She stole
What-
the light bulbs out of your
When
house.
she left, she stole the fucking light bulbs. And you know what? The funny thing about here's a tech tip for you. The funny thing about having your light bulb stolen, you don't notice it until it gets dark.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Then all of a sudden you're like, what the fuck? There's not a goddamn light bulb in this fucking place.
Did you have some fancy like LED or whatever fancy light bulbs, or is she just being petty?
Woo! Just vindictive, it's just the way they get.
Wow.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Shop Cat. It is on point, apparently. Y'all caught me Wednesday. I had ran my face with washing that oil out of my eyes, and at one point I was like, "Vanity's out the window." I'm washing my mustache, and I washed my mustache, and it still maintained some shape throughout the day. But by the end of the day, I was in the middle of that live stream, and I was like, "Man, my mustache looks terrible," you know. But I was already in the live stream, so what the hey. And who was the lady that was talking about she rebuilds axles and stuff?
Oh,
Miss
who
Carol?
was it? That
Miss
was
Carol.
Carol, Miss Carol.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's really knowledgeable about axles.
exactly. I mean, I was blown away on that one.
Like Dan. Oh, he's over here. Dan's the carburetor guy, but she's definitely
Dan's
the
carb
axle
guy.
guy.
I know a good
Well,
bit
kind of
about
carbureted.
the LS style ECUs, by the way. Partly I'd
Oh,
studied years ago.
so you're the
So
bane of my existence.
I could be pretty good help with an LS swap. I'm doing an 8.1 swap right now, and it uses the same computer, almost all the same sensors. I know for a fact one sensor is very different from the LS. The crank position sensor on the 8.1, I can get my hands up. Where's it at? The sensor, it goes from the back of the block, right next to where the back flange for your bell housing, goes from the bell housing flange all the way into the crank. And that's
Wow.
prone to breaking. I'm not talking like the sensor goes out. I'm talking the actual piece of plastic breaks off in the block, and most of the time people have to pull the engine out of the vehicle and get that to completely tear it down and push it back out from the crankshaft side. I've seen some people that have managed to extract it from the top, but generally your bell housing part of your block is back there at the firewall. But the last guy I saw successfully pull one used wood screws. I don't remember what he used to make them extend. I think he had it already looped through like that stamp stuff that for like hanging pipes. It's got a bunch of holes punched in the little 1/2 inch wide strip.
Yeah.
He did something like that where he already had the screw through that, fed it down into there, and then used an extended screwdriver bit, zipped that thing into the plastic, and pulled it out with a slide hammer.
Wow.
So
Nice. I was
This is why-
this close to doing an LS swap on my Cutlass when I had that. I lamented over it. Between that and just a small block Chevy, I went back. But by the time I added up the motor mounts, because you needed custom motor mounts, and they sell the kit, but it's still you need them. Then you got to have this bushing for the torque
the back of the
converter.
crank. Yeah, the
Yeah,
back of the
and then
crank, yeah.
And this, and then you gotta buy the MSD box, because I do carbureted MSD box to run the spark, and
If that's the way you want to go, that's not that bad. It really isn't. You got to
it
remember,
was
they're plentiful in the junkyards right now. I
Yeah,
should
but
probably go
it
down
was-
and buy a couple dozen of them and pickle them.
it was
put
still
them away
gonna be
for
like
later.
$600 for one. It was still gonna be like
Yeah.
$600 for one. Well, at least where I'm at. So I ended up going 406 small block Chevy.
I was looking for any sort of way to, because my square body crew cab, I towed my fifth wheel camper here with that. Before the company I worked for before used to let me tow with their company vehicle, which was like a Ram 2500 with the Cummins in it and stuff. Used to get 10, 12, 14 miles to the gallon on their dime, even burning their fuel, towing my camper. And I changed companies, and my first question while I was they did all the question and answers type stuff at the end of the interview. They're like, "Yeah, you got any questions for us?" I'm like, "Can I use y'all's vehicle to tow my camper?" They said, "Hell no." And so I used our income tax return to buy that truck and put a few parts on it and some, the tires on it, and it ran. It goes okay. It gets about 3.5 miles to the gallon. I swear to God, there's probably a leak between the fuel pump and the carburetor. I'm not sure. It must be pushing gas out somewhere. I've done everything. I've tuned on that carburetor. I've got wideband O2 sensors in each each side of the exhaust for each bank, and just could not improve upon that. Can't go past third gear when I'm towing, so top speed might be 55 miles an hour when I'm towing.
Wow.
And still drinking about a quart of oil per tank of gas. And a tank of gas doesn't last long at 3.5 miles to the gallon. So
Well, that's a pretty bad oil consumption problem then.
it
Yeah.
is. It has plenty of evidence that there was a new short block put in that truck. But at the same time, the truck is still a 1986 model truck. So it may have needed a third short block by now. It started to rain when I got it. Did some other stuff, easy stuff like, front brakes, new front wheel bearing seals, new front wheel bearings, rear, because the seals on it were leaking into the brakes. So I put new shoes on the back, new wheel cylinders on the back, cleaned up the drums, painted them, all that stuff. New seal again, all that stuff. Got it all back together. Runs, that part's good, clean, brakes good. Just trying to make it easier to tow when my buddy's like, well, I'd put a 6.0 in it or blah, blah, blah. And then somebody else says, snag you an 8.1 if you can get it under the price of a LS. Snag, and the 8.1s came with Allison's, which is a big truck / even bus transmission. And got to looking around, put the word out there. I had a buddy that was actually going to trade one of my other project vehicles, probably my Toyota Supra. 89 Toyota Supra. He was going to trade me that, and he was going to build me an LS 6.0 LS motor and probably throw a 4L80E behind it. He was just going to grab a 4L80E from the junkyard, but he was going to build the 6.0 with fresh pistons, rings, and all that stuff. And he got to start on the work on it and found out the block was bad and the crank was bad. So I told him, well, if you can snag a 6.0, great. If you can find an 8.1, great. He calls me a couple weeks later. Hey, man, I'm at a swap meet. This guy has 8.1, complete with Allison and everything, the wiring harness, you name it, it's all there.
Wow.
And lo and behold, I got it for $2,100 for the whole everything.
Really good deal.
I mean, it had the cross members with the engine mounts, all of it. So it was as complete as possible. The one regret I have with that, and I did learn a lot about the wiring harness, but I wish I'd have just gotten on like Amazon, bought an LS swap harness, and then spliced in the wiring I need for the Allison transmission. It would have been easier and faster. I spent weeks going through that crazy extra wires because they gave me the whole wire harness for the entire truck.
Yeah.
I had wires that went to the tail lights, the headlights, you name the under the dash harness. They still had the little digital tattletale with the GPS chip in it that tells UPS how fast the drivers are going. That was still in that wiring harness. That was still in the wiring harness. It just crazy wiring. I took weeks to go through all that stuff. Now I hate wiring. Now like my buddy, he bought a 2001, 2002 Chevy 2500 HD that had the 8.1 in it and the smaller Allison. I told him, take out this wires and that wires. We're going to take the wires that go between the ECU and the transmission. We'll pull that out of the harness. The rest of that harness, we don't need it. Throw it away. Hey, he flipped out. I started going through the harness and cutting wires out. He was flipping out. He's like, "Are we going to need those wires?" I'm like, cutting these wires out, cutting those wires out, and just chucking them over my shoulders, like you see on the cartoons. I was just cutting wires. Throw that away. Throw that away. I'm keeping the wires to some of the mandatory sensors as backups and spares. But really, we're not even going to use any of that harness except for the part that goes to that transmission. So we're going to get him a harness that comes with the fuse block and the relay panels. Bam, bolt it up, plug it into a battery, add the Allison wires to it. We got it. So I'll spend probably a day or two with that harness. And the guy that's doing that swap, I call him Square Body Eric because he's the one I get all the extra square body parts from at this garage. So I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of how many square body trucks are just in this yard where I'm at. I practically live in a junkyard out here. It's a good and bad thing at the same time. My wife doesn't like to come visit me, but I'm kind of there living like the junkyard dog because I've stayed on the property and in the camper right here on the property. I have to just walk around the other side of the building to go in there to work on my stuff. And I might be known to be armed at all times, but allegedly.
Hey,
I'm
well, you know, this man over here is really armed. Armed to the
I'm
teeth.
really armed.
if you will.
My wife used to work at a gun manufacturing facility as the sales manager. So sometimes we used to get paid in product.
You know, as for me, you know, I'm Canadian, so I can't be armed. But you know,
That's
about as far as it
that's the
goes.
extent of it. Hang on,
Jesus, criminy.
I could probably reach 3 of them from where I'm sitting, but
What the hell did you pull out of? What was that? A
holding pocket.
toothpick?
A pocket knife.
You could fit your knife in your pocket?
Yeah, well, if I had anything bigger, I wouldn't be allowed to have it because you know Trudeau. So
because Canada,
Canada. Yeah, because Canada.
because communism.
Communism,
Basically.
exactly. Because communism.
I have a collection of British Enfields that might be the only thing left that could be imported to there, but I picked those up from an importer that his father was the importer that imported them from the UK. They bought an entire container ship worth of Enfields.
What kind of Enfields?
Number 1 Mark III, they're 303 Brit bolt action rifles.
Really?
The oldest shootable one I have right now is a 1908 or 1909.
Oh wow!
And I have probably an example for every year of manufacture for World War One, and most years of manufacture for World War II. And I probably have one from every manufacturing facility that they ever had.
That's awesome. I love the World War One. I love World War One and
Yeah.
World War II. World War One especially.
Can't you have black powder up there though, Pickle?
Maybe I don't
bow and
know,
arrow.
but it's very strict here. Like we can't put a gun in our glove box. Basically, like there's none of that here. You just can't.
Do they technically classify black powder as actual firearms up there?
Probably. I don't know. It's pretty strict here, right?
He's
I don't
pretty
know.
young. They've outlawed guns since before he was born, so mostly.
Blake does nothing special. The most you can have here is steak knife.
Yeah.
That's about it.
I mean, here in the States, I mean, even if you have a felony and you're not allowed to have firearms, you can still have black powder. You can still have black powder.
Yeah,
I've seen entire
stupid.
YouTube channels based off of that premise alone, which is hilarious in a way.
It's ridiculously stupid here. Yeah, it's way too strict. Yeah.
Why do you stay there, Pickle?
Because how else I can't go anywhere. I'm not needed in the States. It's not like you can
Come
just say,
here, Pickle.
I want to move to Ireland or in the States. You need a what do you call it?
A work visa?
Yeah, a work visa. I'm not
yeah,
needed there.
I'm highly skilled laborer with composites, as we talked about the blades the other day. It took me a while just to get to Canada.
Exactly. Yeah, they're very picky. Like if you're a doctor, they'll take you right away. But other than that, it's like
my packet for my work visa was over 60 pages, and mine was thicker than some of the other people that barely got accepted. Mine probably had 10 pages, probably 20 pages worth of certificates, mostly expired certificates. But I've been in the wind industry long enough. I have more expired certificates than most people have certificates. So,
hey, well,
yeah, it happens.
Yeah, sometimes you get a lucky break. I mean, you know, sometimes you know.
I did get kicked out for not having one certificate for the man lift, but
I remember. Yeah, you said that the other night.
Ministry of Labor kicked me out on that one.
I can't believe it. Yeah, that like when you're saying the dump truck. You know, he hit the wire and like ruined all the towers and everything. Like, what the heck?
Well, it ruined the line for a mile in each direction, the overhead lines, and then it grounded out the component he was delivering.
Wow!
And that caused tens of thousands of dollars worth of damage.
Yet they're more concerned about you being on a man lift without a permit or a whatever you need.
A license or certificate, yeah.
Yeah. Silly.
What do you
Well,
mean you
listen,
don't know how to operate a forklift? I'm operating a forklift. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
you know,
Yeah.
proof is right here. I know what
I
I'm
used to
doing.
be. I used to operate forklifts for a living. I was damn good at it.
If you've ever driven a man lift, it's equivalent to trying to drive a trebuchet from the basket, especially
I've
down a
never
bumpy road.
driven either, but maybe I will.
Come ride with me sometime. I'll take you. It's fun. So I didn't have any audio when I was at the garage earlier, and I took y'all for a quick tour. There's a car collector club in the area, and they do mostly Volkswagens, but they invite anybody with classic cars. And the last 2 years in a row, I'm on my third year now. I've been to the parade twice. No, I've been to their party, the party that they were having tonight. Unfortunately, we're rained out at this point, or we'd still be there partying.
I heard the thunder.
Yeah. The last 2 years, this will be my second year and probably third parade. I'll be driving a collector car in the parade. So that oval window Volkswagen is, I want to say it's a 62 or 63. That'll be the one I'm driving tomorrow.
Awesome.
And it's one of my favorite cars from the collection. The paint has got the perfect patina where it's may not be original paint, but it's really old paint and it's flaked off and it's not shiny new paint. You know, it's got that perfect patina where the flaking off, it's not real deep rust, it's just a little flash rust. And the guy keeps it in that condition. Got a really nice he uses a bubble top bus crankcase, which allows that motor to be built up to like 2400 cc's for an air-cooled motor, that's the absolute limit. Uh-oh. You guys got me?
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
Okay. I saw my picture disappear and it was a little squiggly thing. Now Pickle's doing that. All right. So he's got an absolutely monster of a air-cooled motor in that thing with a big cam. It got the great, nice racing head type heads on it, and that car's got the hot roddest motor of all hot rod motors for an air-cooled Volkswagen. And he lets me drive that car, and it's the coolest little car in the world anyway. And the Volkswagen Beetles, especially the older ones, they don't weigh nothing.
They're awesome cars. Awesome cars.
Yeah, I liked them because they're great hot rods if you know how to build them right. Now, there's other people that can barely keep them running.
Take care, buddy.
Yep.
Yeah, they're my mother's dream car is like a Volkswagen Beetle of some sort, and one day I hope I could get it for her, but it's an awesome car.
If you remember the other day with 6%, it was how many vehicles have you owned? I've personally owned 3 Volkswagen Beetles and still own 2 of them. I took two of them and combined them into one, so I still have 2 cars. So I have 2 complete cars out of the 3 that I've owned. So with older cars like that, sometimes you just buy a parts car, and that's effectively what I've done is combine 3 cars into 2. Still have them. They're at my parents' property. I have my 65 Mustang, which was my dad's collector car, and then it sat derelict for many years. And one day when I was in high school and I was 15 or 14 and a half, Dad's like, hey, you get that thing running by the time you're 16, that's your car.
Awesome. I wish I had that opportunity.
You said yours was the same color as mine, right?
Yes, the poppy red.
Yeah, the poppy red.
No, you mean orange.
Yes. Everybody confuses it with orange.
It's poppy red.
It's poppy red.
Faded red.
It's red.
It is more red than orange.
It is more. If you parked it next to something orange, you would notice how red it actually is.
It is. And then like Chevy orange is almost gray. Or what's the Mopar version of that color? They're much oranger or grayer.
Hemi orange?
Huh? Chevy orange.
Hemi orange?
Hemi. What's the Hemi one? Is it Hemi orange?
Is that what it's called? I thought that was what it's called.
I don't know. There's usually plenty of Hemi peoples on the chats.
Reddit orange, Dean says.
Oh, you know what? I need to turn the oh, my mouse died. That's probably a problem. I haven't had comments turned on in a while since I jumped in. We just been chatting alone without them. You've
Yeah.
been
I
pulling
can't
them
see
up.
the comments anyway.
We're gonna end here soon anyway because we're getting
Diplomatic
on to
immunity. I love that one.
What
I
one?
dodged diplomat and claimed diplomatic immunity. Every time I feed myself, I operate a forklift. That's some great jokes going on.
Yeah, I've been certified on a forklift so many times I don't even know how many anymore.
I've only been certified once, and that was through the Army.
Oh,
Every time you go to a new location, you have to get recertified.
I
really?
Yeah.
Wow,
I-
that's ridiculous.
When I discharged or ETS from the Army, my operator's license took 3 pages to print out. I was certified on everything except for track vehicles and the HEMT. Or not the HEMT, the HET. Which the HET is the only thing that can tow a Abrams tank.
Yeah.
And it has a special trailer that turns with the vehicle.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I was damn good at a fork. Me and Jeff, I had a coworker, a short little Indian, like big handlebar mustache, big long gray hair. Yeah, lived on the reservation. Yeah, he was Hell's Angels guy. Like,
Really?
actual. Oh yeah, no, he was the real deal.
I've always
Real
had a
deal.
friend named Jeff. I have at least 3 Jeffs in my life. And there's always great drinking stories with all the Jeffs.
See, we were so good at the forklift. Like, we would literally loading and unloading trucks. We would literally drive over each other's forks as they were coming in and out of the truck.
Good Lord.
We were so good. A truck driver gave us a standing ovation, and we weren't even loading his truck. He was still waiting to get done. The guy literally got up and started clapping. It's like, that's how good we fucking were.
That's awesome.
Like, yeah, we would literally drive over each other, like coming in and out of the truck, just because he knew where I was, I knew where he was. And it was just perfect.
Jeffy Lou getting drunk with Jeff.
Jeff, yeah.
Hey, I've been doing privately. I've recorded a lot of these spoof sponsors on my YouTube channel, like dual fuel corn liquor. The only corn liquor with a proof mark and an octane rating. May cause excessive internet shopping, temporary or permanent blindness. Now we got Jeffy Lube getting drunk with Jeff. I'm going to steal that, Dean. Sorry.
So, all right. Okay, wait. You got a 65 Mustang, same color as me, right? Yes. What's your opinion on the black hood? Black or body color?
You have a teardrop hood?
Yeah, just in my living room, but that besides the point.
Yeah, that's
have you not
reaction.
seen
Yeah, Jack
any?
Stevens. Yeah.
Like, I got stuff all over the place.
Matte black is fine with any color.
Yep.
Matte black it, throw it on there. I don't care if it's primer fucking gray. I don't care if it's gel coat gray. Throw that joker on there. Gel coat gray, throw it on there. It'll never rust.
Yeah, but it looked atrocious.
If you can't body color it, just matte black, baby.
I'm warning you, Jack Stans. This is not a can of worms.
I was supporting you last time. He just wasn't hearing me. Hang on, let me see if I can do this.
I think that's
there we go. I got it. He wasn't hearing me. He wasn't hearing me. I had your back last time. He wasn't hearing me.
I tend to do that sometimes.
I would do it. Drive it. Hey, hang on. Drive it for a season. Next winter, take it off the road. Take the hood off. Paint it to match. There you go. Take it to the no-name nationals. No-name nationals with that hood on it.
LA wanted to paint it.
LA wants to paint it at no name. I think that would be a really cool idea.
If it put some no-name stickers on the hood. Hey, let us all sticker bomb the hood, dude.
No stickers on the car.
I have 1,000 stickers.
The only place I allow stickers is on the underside of the truck.
You can put it
No
on the glass. You
visibility.
can always scrape it off. Glass, it don't hurt the glass.
Yeah, I'm very particular about the
He is
look.
very particular about how
I'm
his
very
must-
particular about the look. It's got to look like when I park it and I walk away from it, I look back. It's got to look right, you know.
We all do
Yeah.
that. I always
gotta
look
look
back.
right.
I still have the first QR code I took to the first time once I finally figured out how to get QR codes, and then I took QR code and I printed them, tested it out, and went to my YouTube channel, blah, blah, blah. I was like, I'm going to Walmart. Went to the
Yeah.
Walmart photo center and had it printed on photo paper. I still have that hanging on the inside of my window. So because the only time I roll my windows up is when I lock the doors. The only time I may not roll them all the way up. I'll roll them most of the way up. So you got to be talented to take you a few minutes, But if you're gonna unhook it with a coat hanger, but it's like, who wants a square body Chevy? Fuck that shit. I'm just trying to keep.
Hey, you know what? I'd be careful nowadays. Everybody's after the square body Chevys.
Well, mine's rusted to hell. Hey, here's the thing. I more roll it up to keep the tools in my truck. You see a square body Chevy, you know that guy's got tools in his truck.
Oh yeah,
tools and maybe a couple guns. So that's the reason I roll my windows up and lock the door. It's not that I don't want them to steal the truck, because they're probably not smart enough to know how to start the thing anyway.
or use a clutch or anything like that. So,
or use the clutch, yes.
yeah.
So,
here's some inside knowledge. My driver's side door doesn't actually it'll lock, but the key won't unlock it. So I never lock it. I can roll the window up, but I can literally go to the window just
push it down.
It doesn't matter anyway. Because either way, on Fords, you can just pop the hood and use the cylinder. You can put a spanner across there.
But you have to have a jumper wire. You have to have a jumper
You
wire.
have to have a jumper wire, yeah.
There's not even a you just walk up and unhook the hood. I mean, it's not like you have to go open the door to unlatch the hood from the inside.
Exactly.
No.
You just open the hood and the hood's open.
If you have a jumper, if you can jump
the clutch.
If you can jump positive power to the positive side of the coil and then do the solenoid, then yeah.
You're done.
Yep.
That's easy.
You're
2 wires.
Yeah.
If
you happen to bring with you a coil wire. So, because I take that in with me.
I remember when I went on a road trip at the high school. When I was in high school, I was driving the '65 Mustang. That was my daily driver at school. We went on a trip to state competitions for the vocational classes I was in, like welding and stuff. I was actually taking CNC lathe and CNC mill type classes. Went to state competition in Waco. We were going to do the whole weekend there. I remember taking the number one plug wire and the coil wire, and I put dummy wires in place of on my car before I left. And then, because, I mean, even though on your car, you say you could push the window down. Well, mine you just could fish a coat hanger between the rear window and the front window. Cause I mean, they just had that big chrome ring around the window and the rubber gaskets are just, you could just fish a wire anywhere you wanted to and unhook no, you didn't even have to hit the door lock. You just had to grab the door handle with a coat hanger. If you pull the door handle from the inside, it unlocks the door. Yeah. Those were the safest cars in the world. If you need it out, you just grab the handle and open the door. It don't matter if you're going 60 miles an hour. That door is open.
Oh. Every Ford is the same too. Like every one of them, they never changed. Now Chevys and everything else is a different story, but they can still be jumped. Like you could easily still start them.
If someone attempted to steal that car, they'd probably crash it immediately because they'd go to take a turn and no front sway bar and the skinnies up front. They'd be like, "What the hell?" They'd go to push the brake. The brake would go all the way to the floor because it needs blend. And it's like, Jesus Christ!
Every time I hit that was actually the last time I drove the Mustang. I was going down the road, and I had probably a half a mile. A dump truck pulled out in front of me, and I had a half a mile. I started slowing down, and then somebody got in the other lane beside me, and I tried to slow down. I hit the brakes because I was coming up on this dump truck that was doing 30 miles an hour. And of course, it's got the fruit jar master cylinder. You know, one plunger
Yeah.
does everything.
Yep.
Every time I hit that brakes in the car, it might go left, it might go right, it might not even slow down. It's just the same as letting off the gas. I hit the brakes on that car, and I hit the brakes, and it tried to spin left. I let off the brakes. I let off the brakes, got it straightened up, hit the brakes again. It's tried to spin right. And I still hadn't slowed down enough to not hit this dump truck yet. I passed the dump truck in the ditch sideways.
Oh, wow.
At that point, I gave up on slowing down. I hit the gas again because I needed to aim.
When in doubt, throttle out. That's what they
Exactly. I was aiming. At that point, the nose of the car was pointed towards the blacktop, so I just gunned it, and I passed him. The same day, a little old blue hair pulled out from a church parking lot and stopped as soon as the light turned yellow, she stopped. She timed it perfectly. She knew she was pulling out of her church parking lot. There was no traffic in front of her. She pulled out and it was like 100 yards. She just pulled up and stopped at a yellow light. I had just come down from this overpass. I got the car up to 65 miles an hour with that 200 inline six. I finally got it up to 65 miles an hour. Come from the last stoplight, a couple miles back. So I got it up to 65 miles an hour. I'm going, and I see the light turn yellow. I'm like, "Woo! I got it. I'm gonna hit this. I'm just gonna blaze right through this yellow light." And I realized that she's in front of me, stopped, and I start commencing to try to stop. It wasn't a good day.
Yeah.
No.
And so that was the same day. 2 incidents with people outbraking me with my drum brakes. A dump truck outbraked me. It's like, come on, guys.
See,
I was like, this thing is at least getting front wheel discs back then. Now I'd probably just do 4-wheel disc and Brimbos or whatever. I'll just get the old leftover kit from somebody else, but put a 9-inch Ford rim in it.
Every time I've ever needed the brakes, they work flawlessly. It's just whenever I don't need them, it's just like, well, mostly I just downshift.
Not my car. My car was horrible.
Yeah, apparently not your.
I had the worst problems. I to be honest, I'm much older and wiser now. At the time, I didn't realize I was always going through front wheel bearings and front drum, not the drum so much as the pads, the shoes. My inner wheel bearings, never got any wear to them. The spindles were so wore out that the inside race from the inside wheel bearing, wasn't touching the spindle.
Oh,
it had a big groove in them.
Oh wow!
So when I hit the brakes, it would actually the friction from the brake shoes would actually straighten up whichever wheel, and whichever wheel would straighten up first, the brakes would grab, and the other wheel would just try to keep spinning. And then I'd get some brake pressure from the rears eventually, but with the old fruit jar style, I'd actually have to start pumping the brakes to build up brake pressure in there to start braking. Yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah, I pump up the brakes sometimes too. Yeah. I mostly downshift to brake though, because I got that valve body that allows me to do it.
Oh, okay. Mine had the old C4, the 3-speed.
That's what I got too.
Yeah. I ripped the splines out of it once, and then I got stuck in the backyard once, and I broke rear. The little clutch band that puts you in reverse. So the last 2 years I drove that car, I drove it with no reverse.
Wow, that was interesting.
I would
park wisely.
You would pull through parking. Just park at the end of the parking lot where you can pull through, which I still do that to this day because all my work trucks are. I'd rather walk than try to back out, because especially in a work truck, people see you're in a work truck. Oh, they're gonna pull up behind you in a little tiny Honda Civic where you can't see them with your mirrors.
Yep.
And you're good. Any way they could try to scam you into being in an accident with them, they try. So I'd just rather park at the end, pull through, go walk to the building wherever I'm going shopping at, and then I can pull straight out. I'm good. But yeah, I learned that back then. Or there was a unique place where I worked at the bicycle shop, and the curb next to the building was at a steep incline. So I just pull up against the curb, and when I get off work at the end of the day, just pop it in neutral, roll back. and put it in gear and leave. Worked every time.
Yeah, that's some stories.
And sometimes if I was in one of the spots that didn't have enough incline, just put it in low, just bump it against the curb, it'll bounce back. Worked every time. Even at places that had car stops, put it in forward, bump against the curb, and just put your foot out the door and start rolling it backwards. As soon as it starts that roll back, just put your foot out and just start pedaling backwards like the Flintstones.
Mhm.
But anyways, we're at
Hey.
time here. We got to end her.
Yeah.
Hang on, you got to read Slow Mo's last comment there.
Well,
The Aussie government said they were banning guns.
All the
Sounds like
points
they were making
supplies
some-
ran out.
Sounds like they were making some PVC pipe cannons or something.
Yeah. Who knows?
All right, I'll let you guys go. Y'all have a great evening. Thanks
You
for
too.
everybody sticking
Yeah, you
around.
too.
Thank y'all for letting me in.
Yeah, you take care. Every Friday
Yeah.
we're on.
I might try to do some sort of live stream real quick while I'm in the parade tomorrow. I'll be driving an oval window Volkswagen, so it's gonna be a neat car. Gonna have some neat collector cars around. At least if I don't do that, I'm gonna probably film some shorts walking up and down, checking out all the collector cars at the parade. All right, y'all have a good
All right.
evening.
You too.
yeah,
Take
you
care.
go. Later.
Thank you, everybody, for coming on. Have a good night, everyone.
See y'all.